why are games so expensive?
Are you talking about your voucher?
So expensive. I'm talking about my voucher. I'm going to complain about this voucher again. I got an email from very.com saying that I had a £50 voucher if I spent over 100 quid. Yeah.
Okay.
Great. What do I need to buy? I couldn't think of anything. Yeah. But then I got the bright idea is I can buy £100 PlayStation voucher and get it for 50 quid.
Yeah.
I checked the terms and conditions because sometimes it says you can't do that sort of thing on the terms and conditions. It said nothing of the sort. Bought it, got my 100 quid voucher, sent it to Jake because we kind of share the account. He put it on his account, our account. Yeah. And what did that take us to? 150 quid?
Yeah.
And I thought, hell yeah, we can buy all the games this winter. We've got everything we can buy. And we thought, okay, Ghosts of Yote, we're buying that. That leaves us with £80. So I can buy one other game. We've got 150 something pounds in our wallet and we can buy 2 games. It is ridiculous. That was like a shot to the heart.
It's only 2 new games.
True. I was looking like, are any of these cheaper? But,
yeah.
No, you're right. It is only 2 new games, and games do come down in price. So
pretty quickly these days.
We are getting to that stacked part of the year, though.
That's the problem. Yeah. There's so many games coming out, especially over September and October, that I do want to play. So I'm going to have to push them back because they're too expensive.
They are.
They're too expensive. Anyway, let's get into the podcast, shall we?
We shall.
So we are Gaming Garnish, a fortnightly podcast where we just talk about games, and it's just good fun. Good crack, you could say. I'm your host, Brad. I'm joined by Jake.
Hello.
Joe.
Hello.
Ben. And we've got a pretty...
rude.
Sorry, I cut you off there, didn't I? When you say hello, Ben, you always wait like an extra second to everyone else. Anyway.
That might just be the lag.
It might just be the lag, to be fair. So we've got an extra packed episode. We've got what we've been playing, but then we've got news and we've got a whole massive Gamescom section, which we missed off the last one due to recording times.
It was big this year.
It was big, yes. And then we've got an extra special segment at the end where we're interviewing a indie developer. So we're all really excited for that.
Yeah, it's our first time doing that. So
we're all a bit nervous.
Yes.
Yeah. All right, shall we get into it then? What we've been playing. Ben, let's start with you.
Not a massive amount. I've been playing Silent Hill 1 on the original PlayStation.
You're still getting through that then?
Finished it last night.
Nice.
Did you meet back up then?
Forgot how abrupt the ending was. You play, you shoot a woman with electric and get a bad ending. It's just the way it is.
Okay.
It's very abrupt.
Okay, yeah.
Because we all literally looked at because I'd forgotten it was a lot of years ago. We all literally looked at each other and went, "Oh, is that it? That's Tails."
So what's the good ending? You just don't shoot it?
There's a few, yeah. It ends in different places. The bad ending is the furthest one, like the most to do.
Cool. So even though it ended abruptly, it was the longest ending.
Yeah, you have to get further into the nowhere kind of thing. So the other ones end in a place like you go to a lighthouse before this. You can end there to get a UFO ending. There's another one where you kill one of the characters. Spoiler alerts from 20 years. You kill one of the characters, but if you do something different previously, you can give a saver with a serum type of thing or something along that lines, and that would end it there apparently. So I don't think I'm playing it again. It was a hard run.
Yeah. Oh, but cool. So Jake said, did you get back together to play that again, or did you?
Yes, we did. Yes, we got. Okay. Yeah, it was maybe we had about 2 hours left.
Nice.
So
that's all right.
We just jumped on to do it.
Are you jumping onto the second one next? Or are you going to do the remake?
Well, I have built a small form factor PC that is now my emulation station.
Nice.
So I'm going to be hopefully finding my copy in the loft to prove I have it before I download the ROM. Clearly,
if anybody's listening,
that
is cool though.
So we're moving on to the second one.
So what's entailed in this emulation station that you're calling?
I literally have put nothing else on it apart from Windows operating system and emulators. That is what it is.
Nice. So you're going to do the original second one then?
Yes, yeah. We'll then like compare the two. We want to play
I think that's
one.
a good way of doing it. Yeah.
It set us off on a path now, I think.
I do believe that the remake is longer than the original because it's a newer game, so there's expectations and
I'd heard that. Yeah,
they'll have done what they did with like Final Fantasy, won't they? Well, have made bigger bits out of more minor characters.
I think so. Not to the extent that Final Fantasy went.
That is it.
I think it's all like the Resident Evil remakes.
Oh, okay.
Where the original game's like 5 or 6 hours, and then the remake's like 8 or 9 hours.
Yeah, they just flesh out little bits.
Well, we were talking about this yesterday, but bear in mind the originals when we played them was again 20 years ago. We remember the first time round doing Resident Evil, we did it. It took us about 15 or 18 hours. It was because of working out the puzzles and everything. Because at the time you didn't have Google. Yes, I'm older than Google.
I think we're all older than Google.
So,
and you were younger, so you didn't have your life experience of solving puzzles day to day.
Very true.
Dealing with
very true. So when we did this yesterday, and we did it in about 7 hours, we were like, "Oh,
is that it? Was that the game?"
I thought it was going to take us just as long, because it's first time round again, really, because we've just forgotten it.
Yeah, it's been so long. I mean, when I picked up Resident Evil 2 remake, I think that was the first Resident Evil I'd like properly played, and I was worried when I got it. Well, I'd asked for it for Christmas, and then I was reading some reviews beforehand, and I remember like some people I watched like podcasts for. They were all saying, "Oh yeah, I can complete it in like 2 hours." And I'm like, "Is this game really that short? You can complete it in 2 hours?" But then I played it, and it was about say a 10-hour game. How do you manage to do that in 2 hours? But then it's all your speedrunning community, and once you know what you're doing, these games become a lot shorter.
I get what you mean.
Amount of times you've done it.
Yeah, can't imagine doing them in 2 hours.
No, same.
Crazy.
We sometimes to try and get the extras, like the rocket launcher, we've done this kind of thing before and followed a speedrunner, and they're down to like half step in the animation. That's the kind of speed they're going. If you tap the X button while you're running down the stairs, you half animate, so it goes down the stairs 2.4 seconds faster.
Well,
oh my god!
There's a whole event, isn't it? I can't remember what it's called now, but it's a speedrunning event where
games done quick.
Games done quick. That's the one. And some of them, there's different rules, isn't there? So some games you're allowed to like glitch out the map to make it even quicker, and some games it has to be like a vanilla playthrough, no glitches, but you have to do it as quick as possible. And how many times must you have played these same games?
I'm like, how do they find out these exploits? Like, my favorite one is where I think it's in the original Ocarina of Time. If you hit a certain wall with a Deku stick, it like constantly animates as an attack, so it glitches you through the wall to the final boss.
Wow.
all the way up at the top of Ganondorf's castle. It's like, what?
That's so weird. Yeah,
and then you can beat him with the Deku stick because you haven't got the Master Sword yet.
I remember watching one with that Devil May Cry 5. It's like the only one I've ever really seen, and they were just like flying through the map. They just did some sort of exploit, and then they just start flying. What the hell? It's crazy, but it's cool. Cool. So you finished Silent Hill 1? Anything else?
I gave up with Atomfall.
Oh,
really?
That's a shame.
It just did not gel with me. I really tried because it is my kind of game. It's UK Fallout.
I think I think on the surface it looks like UK Fallout, but I think from what I've read, the further into it you get, the more you realize it's a puzzle solving game where it doesn't give you any answers, and you have to really look in the world, find notes, read notes.
This is the frustrating part.
To do.
There's just, it feels like the majority of the time I put a good maybe 4 hours in, and it just felt like I was aimless.
Yes, and that is the point. But
that is also the problem.
Yeah,
like
exactly.
I got there and was like, well, I don't really know what
that's what's
to look
putting
for
me
now.
off, because I like a little bit of guidance in my games. I like it when it can be, it doesn't have to be.
I don't need to be handheld all the time.
No, exactly. But this game's very much, you have to read the notes. And once you've read the notes, that'll tell you where to go. And then you speak to these people, you ask certain questions, and they'll give you an idea where to go. But
I don't
no like
have
quest
the time.
markers. Yeah.
I don't have the time to be every 7 minutes, what have I missed?
Yes.
Read back through everything. It's just not
I
gel
thought
with me.
it was going to be more like an upscale version of that Amnesia the Bunker game, but with a British look.
No,
Because that didn't tell you where to go or anything, did it? I'll give you a grand objective, and then you just had to find your way through all the puzzles. And I thought that's what it kind of was, but on a big open map.
But I think because Amnesia is a lot smaller in scale, it's a lot less overwhelming.
Yeah.
And it's quite easy to find. You've only got a few rooms to search, whereas this is a countryside.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're like,
Again, I liked the gameplay. The gameplay itself was good. And that was one of the things I thought would overshadow the problem of having no aim. And give me a drive kind of thing. But just not enough, I'm afraid. I've quit
I get it.
I do.
A lot of people, I've heard a lot of people love it for that reason. But if you're not into that sort of thing, and you're going in with this UK Fallout mindset, then you're going to get disappointed.
When the reviews came out, a lot of people were trying to get ahead of that narrative and say, like, it isn't UK Fallout. Because it does look like it. You just go into it knowing that it's not. And it's hard to detach the two because it does look so much like it. But yeah, it's a shame. I don't think you're saying it's a bad game. It's just not a game for you. Yeah. Which is
you just
exactly why I've
Fallout London comes out, Ben.
It did come out, didn't it? Or did it not?
Is it out?
I think it's out,
I think it's out,
yeah. And I quick grounded a little bit. I don't know whether I mentioned that last time or not.
I think you did.
I think you said you stopped playing it last time.
Yeah,
or you were planning on stopping.
Till there's more.
Yeah.
Till there's more, basically. And the little itch is coming back. Factorio is scratching away in the back of my mind. But other than that, that's me.
Cool. All right, Joe, let's get on to you.
It's a short one from me this time. I hopped back onto Stardew Valley.
Nice.
Because the 1.6 update is out on consoles, and I didn't realize it'd come out, so I thought, I'll give that a go.
I didn't realize it was still updating it.
Yeah. I think Concerned Ape said they're going to update it even when the next game comes out.
Good.
Wow.
Yeah.
Just little updates, not major ones like they're doing now. But a lot of the structure of the game has changed. Like you still got your basic your farming stuff, and you can do your community center where you do all your handing in of different items and stuff, where you can go the Joja Mart route and just pay for stuff. But all the people have different quests now. There's like a lottery machine in the mayor's office where every time you do a task for a villager, they give you a ticket, and you can get rewards that help you with your farming, or you get like decorations, ornaments and stuff. Rare crows for the farm, which you can usually only get from like seasonal events. And there's 2 new starting farms, I believe, one of which I picked, which was it's like a woodland grassland type thing where you start with animals instead of seeds.
So you started again?
Yeah.
Okay, fair enough.
There's an option. Well, there's been an option in it for a while to skip the whole like intro cutscene where like your grandfather's talking to you about giving you his farm and stuff.
Yeah.
Moving away from the big city, because I've seen that too many times. So just plonk you straight into your farm. And instead of seeds, you get given hens. So you start by making eggs, and you can make mayonnaise. And that's like my farm started off as a mayonnaise farm rather than everyone else's, which is
mayonnaise farm.
I love it.
I hate mayonnaise.
And the other one you can get is called a Riverlands farm, where you start with a fish smoker, and you can be a fisherman from the very beginning.
That's cool.
But what it doesn't give you is fishing rod.
Oh.
Courtney started again, and she picked that one. And she's like, well, I'm supposed to catch fish. I was like, well, you got to go speak to the fisherman down.
So are you not playing this one together? Because
no.
You said you played them previously together.
I don't think I'll do a whole playthrough of this one.
Yeah.
Just because I was trying to see what all the extra features were.
Yeah, it can
Probably
be nice
go up
to
until
just
I've
jump
upgraded
in.
my farm and stuff, but I'm not going to go and do the Ginger Island volcano and all that other stuff.
That's where, like, on one hand, it's great that these developers keep updating the game. Keep adding new stuff. Fantastic. But then on the other hand, I'm always frustrated because you end up doing this where you complete it in one form, in 1.3, for example.
Yeah.
And then you come back in to see the new updates, but you don't want to complete it again. So you just play the new updates, and then
I would like if I know some of the things they've added are at the start of the game, but I wish they had like a new playthrough plus where your old farm kept running in the background, so you had
cool.
passive income, and then you could start your new farm in the new location, and it's like maybe next to your farm.
Become a millionaire.
I see. Yeah. So you could have your old farm that you can go back to, and essentially this just becomes a second location. And
so like when you go
story,
out of the village to your farm, you can choose which path you go down. So you go to your new farm or your old farm. something like that. Because
That would be a
otherwise,
good idea.
you're not going to get to experience the other maps or farms
Yeah.
if you don't start the game all over again.
So you can only
Yeah.
get these new updates if you start again.
No, you can get the rest of the stuff from the updates, like all the characters and the new items and the
But
new
not
quests.
the.
Just not the farms.
Yeah,
I see.
that's a
Because
shame.
there's still loads of new crafting recipes and stuff. Like you can make the fish smoker if you've already got a farm going.
Yeah.
And like obviously you'll have hens if you've gone into the game enough because it's like the first animal you can buy. It's just it gives you a bit of a jump start on those two things. If you start the game with those two farms.
But it would be nice if you could just start a new farm.
Yeah,
have that as separate.
No, I agree with you, Joe, but
especially if you've dedicated your first farm to making like one kind of thing.
yes.
Yeah, and if you've put hundreds of hours into it, like a lot of people have.
Well, that's what I was thinking. I was like, would you really want to start again after all that?
I mean, some people start like a whole Factorio industrial complex on their farm, where it's like they're making purple grade wine in every space that you can put a wine barrel down and then cask in the basement, and they're making like 1 million a day. Long time to get up to that point.
The only thing I can see that like kind of works in its favor is for new players. But at this point, like how many new players does Stardew Valley have? I don't know.
Well,
It's enough for him to keep going on the one game alone, I guess.
Yeah, I suppose. Yeah.
I have a bit of a moment just linked to the update scenario. Have you seen No Man's Sky has received another gigantic
the
update?
Voyages update.
I never hear anything about No Man's Sky, and then all of a sudden I'll just be scrolling social media, and it'll just be No Man's Sky. Here's a new update, and it's a big list of stuff. I'm like, how?
Somebody should tell them it's 10 years. We forgive you. It didn't work. It's all right.
So move on to your next game, because if that comes out broken, mad. Hey, have you been playing anything else, then, Joe? Or
other than the backlog game, which we'll talk about next time? No.
Oh, nice.
That's just been that.
I'll move on to you then, Jake.
I have a lot this time. We're playing a lot of little...
made space for you.
Yeah, I've been playing a lot of little games, to be fair. So the first one I played, and I got it for my birthday, was Neva.
Nice.
So the spiritual successor to Gris, I suppose. Yeah. Maybe by the same people.
Did you play? You played.
I played Gris at the start of this year. Well, end of last year.
Yeah, I
so
thought you did.
It was kind of like almost fresh on the mind, whereas it came out like how long ago? 4-5 years ago or something.
Something like that.
Probably 4. But I really like Gris, so I went into this thinking, I'm gonna really like this. You've got a dog, and I
thought it was a wolf.
Well, it is kind of it's like a wolf, dog, deer thing.
Oh,
thing.
Something from Studio Ghibli.
Yeah, more like a wolf.
Yeah,
it is very Studio Ghibli. Like it's got the same art style as Gris, which is beautiful, stunning, and all that. But it's got like you can tell it's definitely been inspired by Studio Ghibli because some of the enemies have got like almost like the no face mask on.
Yeah,
cool.
And obviously, like this wolf has like antlers and stuff like that. Very like
obviously
spiritual, I suppose.
Yeah.
But my one big takeaway, the one line that would describe my experience is, "I'm not crying. You're crying."
So it's a sad game.
It's sad.
Well, you knew the second you saw the dog wolf deer hybrid that it was going to be sad.
I don't know.
That's why I wouldn't play it.
Well, saying because it just reminded me of my dogs because they are maybe not
also
deers, hybrids, but more the wolf dog hybrid.
Well, it kind of opens sad and then ends sad.
Yeah.
The rest of the game isn't really.
And in the middle, it's only kind of sad.
Yeah, but it gets hopeful in the middle, I suppose. Well, most of the time. But I had Coco, my dog, like next to me as I played the start, and I was like looking at her, teary-eyed, like
very sad.
Oh my god!
But the big question on everyone's mind is: can you pet the dog deer hybrid?
Oh yeah, oh yeah.
Wolf dog deer.
There is
wolf
only
dog deer hybrid.
There's only 2 lines of dialogue in the whole game.
It's like put that down.
And
what's in your mouth?
Most of it is
wait,
and the one I hear you most is just never.
Is that the name of the animal?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
So, but you can like basically there's a button mapped to you shouting for Neva.
Yeah.
And then like if Neva's doing something, you can call her over essentially, or like, and then if you hold it next to her, you start petting her. Stuff like that.
Yeah, hey, that's the game Right there, that's the whole game. Just pet the dog.
It's great. It was like really fantastic. The combat's a bit simple.
Yeah, but it's not
definitely
a combat game, is it?
I definitely wouldn't go into it thinking this combat's going to be great, because I would probably say that's the weakest part. But it still has all the puzzles and the platforming like style of Gris, and it gets really interesting, that part. So it's definitely worth it for that. And it's all wrapped up in a nice little 4-hour bundle, you know?
I think that's what appeals to me, the fact that it is quite short.
Yeah.
Did you platinum it?
I did. And I already got most of the stuff, so it was only like half an hour.
Are they like story-based achievements? Like you do the level, you get an achievement.
There's one collectible through all the levels.
Okay.
And then there's a chapter select. There's like 4 chapters, but then there's like checkpoints. You can
quite easy to just go back to the one you need.
And then there's usually one thing in each chapter that you need to do. So like it'll be like find all the birds or something, or like break all the statues. So I think I only missed one of those, so it wasn't that bad actually.
Yeah. There isn't one tied to petting the dog so many times.
There is.
There is.
They're all
in one of the levels. Yeah. I think it's like show affection to Neva.
Yeah.
So that was nice.
Nice.
Obviously, I got that like immediately because I wouldn't stop petting the dog. But yeah, wonderful little indie game, brilliant palette cleanser, stunning visuals, great platforming and all that. So would highly recommend from me. I loved
it. Put it on your backlogged app. What did you rate it? 5?
I gave it an 8 out of 10.
Nice. Oh, nice.
Yeah. Nice. And then we've been playing anything else? Maybe something like the complete antithesis to that?
So quickly before I mention the next game, I watched the Devil May Cry show.
Yes.
And I actually really liked it.
I started that. Yeah. I started the first episode. I like the character introduced straight away.
Yeah.
Funny man. He's cool.
Yeah, he's a very you character. In fact, it's your Xbox icon, isn't it? It looks very similar to that.
Yes, I've got a rabbit.
Bunny, I was thinking it was Joe's. But yeah.
No, I can get why some people might have been a bit not upset by it, but a bit disappointed, because I'm not massive on the Devil May Cry lore. I don't know that much about it. I thought it was really good watching it. Like a really cool told story, but I imagine a lot of what's in the show probably isn't in the game.
Yeah.
And I think Dante is a little different from what I've heard.
I would say so. I think I liked it as a show. As a Devil May Cry show, I don't know a lot about the Devil May Cry lore. To be honest, I've only played one game.
Yeah, I've only played 5.
Just really enjoyed that one game.
So
I don't know enough about it, but I got the impression from a lot of things that I read online was that, it's not very Devil May Cry. But if you kind of separate the two, which is easier for me because I don't know that much about them, it was an enjoyable anime show.
Yes, definitely. No, I
think
agree.
These gaming anime shows, or like anime based on games, are really good at getting new people into the franchise, because even if it's not like game accurate or whatever, it gets you like enamored with the character enough that you want to play as them.
I think what's hard is
like who was buying new Castlevania games.
Well, no, this is what
the show came out.
I think what's hard is like people get frustrated when they don't do it anything like the games. They're like, all you've done is called it the game's name just so there's an IP attached to it.
Yeah.
It feels a bit pointless. When the show is good enough,
Resident Evil.
Yeah. When the show is good enough, like Castlevania, I think people are quite happy to forget that, because like, okay, it doesn't really matter because the show is so good.
Yeah. There are vampires and they get killed. That's Castlevania.
But with Devil May Cry, I don't think it's good enough for people to just wash over the fact that it's called Devil May Cry but isn't really Devil May Cry. I think it was good, but it's not like 10 out of 10.
Yeah,
it's like 7 out of 10.
I can get that.
Yeah.
It's also not the first time they've tried this.
No.
There's been a Devil May Cry anime before.
Yeah. I think if it was more lore accurate and the same quality, I think it would have been received a lot better.
Yeah. What I would say is don't let that put you off, though.
No,
especially if you're
fun.
not like a big... It's a fun show.
Yeah.
And if you weren't like massive on Devil May Cry, it's probably a good watch. Even if you are, because it's still got like
Dante. Still seeing Dante, yeah.
It's got good music in it.
Yeah, and it's still
got good action
and stuff. Yeah.
Cool. But the one that you were kind of alluding to that I have played as well, which you've also played.
I have.
is Mortal Kombat 1.
Yes.
Oh, yes.
So from
How is it?
So stunning
Not
visuals
1996.
Yeah.
Oh, right.
So stunning visuals in Neva, but also stunning visuals in Mortal Kombat, but
in a
For
very,
gore.
in a very, very different way.
Yeah. So it just came to PlayStation Plus, didn't it? We were umming and ahhing buying this for a long time. And then I kept saying, just wait, it'll come on PlayStation Plus.
Yes.
And then it did.
It did eventually.
And
I'm glad we waited.
Yes.
To be
So
fair.
the last one
You
we
wouldn't have paid
played,
full price for this.
I
No,
think
not
we've
after.
both basically got the same opinion on it.
Yeah, I enjoyed it a lot because I really like Mortal Kombat.
Yeah. We both
What?
played Mortal Kombat 11 when that came to PlayStation Plus 3
I
years
think we
ago.
bought it actually.
Did we buy it?
We bought
It was quite a while ago. And yeah, we really enjoyed it. The story was really good. And the end of Mortal Kombat 11, spoilers for that game, because you kind of need to know. If you've followed Mortal Kombat 1 at all, you already know. But the end of Mortal Kombat 11, it kind of resets the timeline.
Yeah.
And Raiden passes his sort of demigod powers onto Liu Kang.
Mhm.
And he becomes like the keeper of time. And he resets the timeline. And this is the continuation of that. So the idea being that all the characters you know are still in it, or most of them are still in it, but they might be a bit different. So like where we've historically seen Sub-Zero and Scorpion as enemies, there was always the backstory that they were once sort of like friendly, weren't there? And they betrayed each other and then they were...
I don't think they were ever
enemies.
friendly. It was just the original Sub-Zero. I think got paid by what's he called?
Shang Tsung or...
Not Shang Tsung, the other one. Quan Chi
Yeah.
To murder his family.
Yeah, but there was always a feud between
Yeah, there was always
two.
a feud.
Whereas in this one, they're part of the same clan.
And the
they are,
brothers.
yeah. Well, they keep saying brothers. I don't know whether it's
They are
like
brothers.
they're actually brothers.
Because the way they've done it is
Yeah.
Scorpion isn't the original Scorpion.
Yeah,
You know, there was two Sub-Zeros in
Yeah.
the original timeline.
yeah,
There was the older Sub-Zero and the younger Sub-Zero. The
Yeah.
older one is the one who killed Scorpion's family.
yeah. And then Scorpion gets revenge on the younger one. And
No, he gets revenge. No, he still gets revenge on the older
Yeah.
one, and then he becomes Noob Saibot.
Okay, it's all very confusing.
Yeah, and then the younger one doesn't like the evil ways of his, or the more
Noob.
harsh ways of his older brother.
Yeah.
He takes up the mantle of Sub-Zero.
Yes. Okay. Yeah.
What about
whereas-
Reptile? Where does he fit into this? He's the green.
Reptile's in it as well.
Yeah, but he's
Okay.
completely
He's
different.
completely different.
He's
Oh,
not
so
even.
it's not a
almost-
Scorpion reskin anymore.
No.
No,
Okay.
no, he can like turn into a lizard man.
Oh,
But this is the thing. So they've slightly changed the powers. Even.
I will
of-
just
of-
quickly say
Yeah.
that Scorpion is the original younger Sub-Zero. He's got the same name. I can't remember any of the
Okay.
names. for some
Very
reason.
very confusing. But that's the
Yeah.
point where they've rehashed the story. They've done things differently. Earthrealm and Outworld are like friendly rivals.
Yeah.
And things start changing. Everything sort of developed from there.
is
But
there
it was
still a tournament
interesting.
of Mortal Kombat?
Yeah, but it's not.
It's not mortal anymore.
Yeah,
No.
it's actually a bit pathetic, to be honest.
yeah,
It's such a small part of the story, and then it's over, and you're like, that was the Mortal Kombat.
yeah.
Oh.
I get you.
Now it's just
Um,
combat.
Yeah. But I don't know if you've played any of the more modern Mortal Kombats, but the way the stories work is you've got, I think there's 14, 15 chapters.
Yeah, something like that.
Each chapter you play as a different character, and it'll be a story. So the first one I think you play is Kung Lao. And it all follows like the same events, if you will. Like the story is, progressing, and it'll just be from different people's perspectives. So you start off as Kung Lao, do a few fights as Kung Lao, and then the story continues. And then now you might be looking at the eyes of Johnny Cage. So then you play a few chapters as Johnny Cage.
Yeah.
And it goes like that. And it's worked really well in the past. It works really well here. As Jake alluded to, the graphics, especially in the pre-rendered cutscenes, they're very good.
Yeah, amazing.
Yeah,
Amazing.
you can tell when it goes into the fight.
Just about,
Yeah.
yeah. But sometimes it's really,
Sometimes
really
it's really seamless. Yeah.
Yeah. I will say you play as Kung Lao at the start without his signature hat,
Yeah, it was
which is a bit of a
frustrating.
weird
Yeah.
choice.
because it's like a reset in the timeline. A lot of the characters don't have their powers yet. So even when you play as Kenshi, he's not blind for most of it. So he doesn't have his special
Yeah.
sword attacks.
Yeah.
And
Forgot
when you
about
play as Raiden, you don't have his lightning till
Not at
the
first.
end.
Yeah.
So there's little things like that where that's a bit frustrating. But I suppose it makes
suppose it's
sense
mixed
with
it
a
up.
releaser. Yeah,
I think it's because you play those characters early on,
yeah,
so it's kind of like leading you into the more complicated
yeah.
characters, I suppose.
Yeah.
So those ones that don't have powers yet, are they just kick, punch, grab? That's like their moves.
You still
Basically just limit the move sets.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then obviously if you play as them outside of the story, you get the whole moveset.
Yeah.
What did you think of the story? I thought it kind of went places.
It really goes places, especially at the end.
Yeah. I liked some of what they were doing. I didn't like some of it. But
yeah, I think it was very slow at first. I really liked the reveal.
Yeah.
And then I really liked how bonkers it got at the end.
Yeah.
So when I look back at it, I actually enjoyed it. I usually do enjoy the Mortal Kombat stories.
He wasn't as good as the last one.
Just don't think about it too much.
Yeah.
He
definitely wasn't as good as the last one.
Yeah.
But what got me, and very, very slight spoilers for like a mechanic at the end of the game. So as I say, you are told who you're playing as all the way through the game for each chapter. The last chapter you can pick.
Yeah.
Pick out of the roster. I found that bit, because all the rest of the game was all these lovely pre-rendered cutscenes.
Yeah.
Because now you have to pick a character, the cutscenes now aren't pre-rendered for the most part. Some of them are.
Yes.
For the most part, they're in-game.
They're trying to insert
cinematic.
the character you've picked.
Yeah, and it definitely doesn't look as good.
Yeah.
And then the voice acting goes a bit weird because they're trying to reference your character.
Yeah.
And you can just tell they were like recorded in a different booth or something like that because it just the sound quality sounds a bit off.
3 words it changes.
Yeah, and then
I get what they were trying to do.
There's like loading screens as well. There's no loading screens for the whole game.
Yeah.
Then like the Mortal Kombat logo will flash up for a second because it needs to load something, but it's literally a second.
Yeah.
Like it just kind of took it.
Did I just see that?
Out of it. Yeah, it just kind of takes you out of it. At the end.
You'd think so. The ending gets so bonkers that if you did fatalities to these enemies that you're fighting, it wouldn't matter.
Yeah,
and usually in the story, you don't get to do fatalities. Now, I don't know why they didn't just let you do it here.
Yeah,
and maybe that could have been the loading screen.
Yeah, but sometimes you can do fatal blows, which aren't fatalities, which definitely kill them. But, but don't. But sometimes you can, sometimes you can't.
Yeah,
and that's a bit weird.
Yeah.
But how did you feel about the ending? Not story wise, but the end fight.
Yeah,
was so easy.
Yes,
and it was one round.
Yeah,
whereas normally the end fights in Mortal Kombat are rock solid.
Yeah, I'm usually trying it for 2
rounds,
and you're just stuck there. Yeah,
just did it first time.
Same.
In fact, the whole game was easy. I died once. I lost a fight right at the beginning of the game.
Yeah. You humble bragging.
No, I know. It was easy. It was easy.
Oh, okay.
Definitely easy.
Was it on easy mode?
Whatever the story, not
I don't think the story has a difficulty, does it?
It probably does.
It probably did.
I always put medium on. So, but I lost one fight, and all that does is basically just pops up with a text of what happened if you.
Yeah, I think I lost one fight when you get to play as Shang Tsung.
Okay,
and it's just like embarrassed to be beaten by this guy.
Yeah, because I didn't lose as Shang Tsung. I didn't really like how he played.
Same,
but I want to get onto that because that really wound me up. So when I first booted the game up, typical in Mortal Kombat fashion, there's a crypt or something like that where you can put coins with a K, and you unlock skins. Yeah, so I did that. I just wanted to see some skins, and I unlocked skins for characters I didn't have because I needed to buy them. I'm like, that's real money. So I thought, that's really, really crap. That I shouldn't be allowed to unlock these skins. Anyway, what wound me up further is I went into the campaign, completed the campaign. As Jake said, then there is a section where you play Shang Tsung, which is spoilers, I suppose, but you do play Shang Tsung. Came out of it, started looking at all my skins, noticed I didn't have Shang Tsung as a character because you have to pre-order him.
He was a pre-order bonus.
Yeah, and if you didn't pre-order it, you have to buy it. So there's a character in the campaign who you play as who you don't even unlock. And there's other characters in the campaign like Quan Chi. You don't play as him, but you have to buy it.
He had all his powers then as well.
No.
Which was weird.
Yeah.
So I feel like it was kind of like, well, you can play as him, but it's only a taste.
It's a taste, because there were some attacks that, where he fires his skulls.
Yeah.
That
Look at what you could have won.
Yeah. Well, and then, then there's some characters you get to fight, not fight as, but fight.
But you can't unlock.
But you can't unlock unless you buy the combat packs, which came out later.
Like Quan Chi.
Like Quan Chi and Ermac.
Can you unlock these by playing the game and getting a currency from in-game?
No.
That's That's
Yeah.
awful.
Like, I
That's
don't mind.
predatory.
I can imagine that like Ermac maybe wasn't finished as a full-blown fighter.
Yeah, but he's in the campaign, and
He's
he
in the-
should be.
yeah.
He should be finished.
Yeah, and maybe that's why they were like, oh yeah,
Yeah.
bring him out later.
Like-
But in that instance,
Yeah.
free.
How
Surely.
many Mortal Kombat games has there been that they can just basically reuse the character from that for the most part?
I mean, it's not as easy as that because
It's
it
not
definitely
as
plays
easy.
different.
Yeah, but a lot of the character moves carry over. Not
I
entirely,
suppose.
but like Sub-Zero still has his ice ball and he still has his slide.
Like when I've been looking online, this one's got a lot more aerial combat
Well,
from what people have been saying.
we talked about this off pod as well. I preferred how Mortal Kombat 11 played.
I agree.
This one definitely felt worse because, or must be those aerial combat situation, because a lot of the stuff I do on the ground, because I'm not very good,
Yeah,
I can't
same.
do it in the air. And I did find it quite stilted. Like I was just like jab.
Yeah,
jab. It's really hard to get a combo going.
I just pause it as soon as I started a new character. Pause, check all the combos, check the special abilities,
try and remember.
and I just try and remember some. And that's how I get.
And that's
fight.
how I did it as well. But I didn't find I was doing very well, but I still wasn't losing.
I think one of the worst parts of it is the cameo fighters. Now, do you guys remember these from the trailers? Have you seen these cameo fighters?
It's like where they put
it,
like Joker and Batman in it and stuff from Injustice and the other game.
No, it's so you're like a tag team fighter.
Oh, like your side fighters you'd have in a Dragon Ball Z game. They come in
you
for
press
a move.
one button and they do one
Yeah.
move.
Yeah. But there's not that many of them. And when there is some, you press R1 on PlayStation and it almost freezes you. So it's not even fluid. So you just like step to the side and this character comes out, does a blast or something. It just felt like crap.
Sometimes I managed to weave it in with a combo. Sometimes it didn't pause you.
Yeah.
I think if you just stood there and pressed R1, it did. But if you did it,
but I was trying to do it in combos, and
but you had to do it right.
It just wouldn't. It felt
then
like
also with a cameo fighter, your grab always became the cameo fighter's grab unless you did it in a certain direction.
Yeah.
And then there's also the weird power up moves. So you've got all your special moves. So take like Sub-Zero's slide attack, for example. In the old games, you have like a power bar at the bottom, and if you press right trigger while you do that attack, it'll like power up that slide attack.
Yeah, he'll like slide and then like
do an
stab him or something.
Attacks, yeah. And it was always really, really cool, especially in Mortal Kombat 11. Now that comes back in this, but the improvements to your attacks feel almost non-existent.
It literally, you just glow and you
do
a bit more damage.
Yeah, so it just...
Also, I found it harder in this one to do stuff like that.
Definitely.
Because you had to do like, like it's like down, left, square, and you do like ice ball or something. You had to do down, left, square, and trigger at the same time.
But the timing was
really precise. Whereas I think in 11, I think you just held it.
Yeah.
Or something. And then you would do it.
Easier. I find that this one just felt like a bit of a step back.
It did. And in 11, you had the attack bar and the defense bar, if I remember rightly.
Yes.
Whereas in this, you just have a free bar.
Yeah. So ultimately, I think it's a step back from 11.
I agree.
I think it's still good. I'm glad we didn't pay for it.
There's also no actual crypt in the game.
No, there's the weird invasions mode, though. I don't know if you played that.
A little bit. That was strange as well. But the crypt was more where you were like first person, and you go around this like whole area unlocking stuff.
Some games it was third. It's different in every
But in this
game.
one, it's literally just a shrine. You put gold in, and it's a random loot drop.
Yeah,
as you were saying before. So I was like, oh, that's a bit crap. I played it for 5 hours, did the story, did a couple of towers, and then went, I'm done.
Basically saying,
I'm done.
Yeah.
Whereas in 11,
what happens in a lot of fighting games, isn't it? Because there's no like core like story to go through.
I agree. But in 11, I got the platinum.
It's definitely a game passer, isn't it?
Yeah.
In 11, we even played quite a bit against each other online.
I even played some online stuff. Yeah.
So yeah, it's a step back. It definitely feels more money grubby, and I think that was the general consensus online.
Yeah.
But is what it is.
There's our Mortal Kombat 1 rant.
Yeah, enjoyed it. Still enjoyed it.
I have to say, I actually enjoyed the story for what it was.
Yeah,
and I do think it still plays well. It's just not.
There is also a part 2 to the story that you have to pay for,
which sounds horrendous from what I've looked online.
Yeah, so
you get that one on the character packs.
Yeah,
that's diabolical.
Yeah, that did come out afterwards. It's story DLC, but the fact that they've called it part 1 and part 2,
yeah,
is kind of annoying.
Yeah.
And they set it up at the end.
They did that in MK11 too.
Yeah, but the MK11
I'm just guessing
ended.
they're really struggling with it being the beat 'em up.
MK11 ended, and then the Aftermath DLC felt like additional rather than
Yeah, you didn't have to.
yeah, rather than
So
stuff.
it does tie into the story of one.
What Aftermath?
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, that's it. So anything else?
That's it from me. You talk about. I mean, you've talked about Mortal Kombat.
Yeah, so I have played and completed another game, but I'll save that for next time because the section has been quite long.
It has to be
Mortal
fair.
Kombat 1.
Apologies, so many games.
So shall we move on to the news?
It's the news.
So there's not, other than Gamescom.
So Gamescom's massive.
It's big, yeah.
There's not been a lot of news outside of that.
Small bits.
I'm going to turn the first one to Joe because I never got a chance to watch this. There was a Nintendo Direct for Kirby Air Riders. Can you tell us about it?
Oh, you've really caught me off guard there. I didn't realize I was going to have a section.
It seems so long ago, doesn't it?
When we talked about it, it was ages ago. Yeah, this game that has been brought out by Studio Sora that is definitely not a Mario Kart game. In the Direct, the Direct was one of the funniest things I've watched in a long time, at least from like an official company.
Sakurai is pretty funny in his Direct.
Yeah, he's so dry. I love him.
Yeah.
He's great. Basically, the people that wanted a new Air Riders game, they just go out to him and says, "So we want you to make this game that was on GameCube." And he's like, "All right, yeah, Smash Bros." And he's like, No, Kirby Air Riders. He's like, "But isn't there a Mario Kart game already out?" It's basically what he said. And he goes, "Well, yeah." He says, "But we want you to make a racing game with different characters and abilities where you can pick different levels and karts and stuff." And he's like, "Yeah, that's Mario Kart. Are you sure you want me to make this?" And he's like, "Okay, I'll do it."
Yeah.
Oh,
that's like life at work where I'm from.
Yeah.
Yeah. You sure
you already have it? You sure you want one?
Yeah. Like,
okay. Do it. Copy the homework. We'll make it different.
So that was the first Air Riders. Yeah.
No, this is the one he's done now. The first Air Riders was vastly different to any Mario Kart.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
And to be fair, this one still is. Another point of contention he had in the interview or Direct, he says, in the first Kirby Air Riders game, you had one button, and that was like, it made you stop. It wasn't to go because the kart goes on its own, or the star or whatever you're riding goes on its own. And you pressed A to like drift and also swallow items and enemies and stuff because you were Kirby.
Yeah.
And he's like, unfortunately, we've added an extra button. Now there's two.
Didn't he say he was like made to add an extra button?
He's made to add because they wanted to expand the gameplay.
Yeah.
He added one button, and that's called the special button. And he made sure to do like air quotes in the interview.
Yeah.
The special button, and that does special things. Like every character's got their own unique move.
Yeah.
No, cool.
But yeah, I'm looking forward to playing this because it looks so much more polished than any other gameplay I've seen for Mario Kart World.
Okay.
Well, and I think because it's a smaller in scope game,
well,
at least the racing aspect of it is.
I've heard there's how many fighters? Not fighters. How many races?
There's like 12, I think. No, there's 12 races, but you have races of 6.
That's it. Yeah.
Yeah, six races.
Because it's interesting to me that like obviously Mario Kart World's
24.
Bigger, better. But this is like, no, we're going to keep it a bit more streamlined.
Yeah.
There's only 12 fighters to pick.
But what it allows you to do is have more interactions with the other races.
Yeah.
Rather than if you're like in 24th place, you're never going to interact with first place.
True.
Yeah,
but with this, it's like close all the way through. There's not much that keeps the back from the front because all the I keep calling them carts. They're not carts. None of them even not have more than 2 wheels.
Yeah.
So every vehicle, let's call it, releases stars behind it as it drives, apart from the one in last place. So absorbing those makes you faster.
Yeah.
Like a slipstream.
Yeah.
Yeah, but they're permanently on the track once they've been left behind.
It's kind of like rubber banding, but you have to
make it happen yourself.
You have to make it happen. Yeah. Which is cool. Yeah.
That's good.
And the abilities and attacks and stuff, they don't stop other carts. They just make you faster, which I think is a great thing for keeping the game going. So you're not slowed down by anyone doing things to you, so you can still do all your maneuvers. Like if you don't get blue shelled and then you stop and 12 people go past you.
And not as family ending.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm just looking forward to the clips of Sakurai playing as 2 characters at the same time.
Well, he didn't he didn't do that. But what he
No?
did is, in his demonstration was, he let everyone get halfway around the track before he left the starting line, and he still beat them all.
He's a one of a
Nice.
kind.
Yeah. And just going through the level, it was like it looked like Emerald Coast from Sonic.
Yeah.
And just the water looks so beautiful. You grind along these rails, and it all looks very cool and cinematic and transitional. And it's just a vast difference to Mario Kart World, where it's all very, I don't know, looks pre-done. Like whenever you see something like where it goes up a wall, it looks like, oh, that trajectory was figured out before you even
this
got onto the wall. Yeah.
Physics based something. Ben,
Yeah.
Ben, you're not massive, obviously, Smash Bros guy, so you've probably never watched the Smash Bros directs in the past, have you? But Sakurai,
No,
the guy who obviously made them, he'd always show off the new characters. But to show off the new characters, he would play them live on the showcase, but he'd play them with one hand, and he'd fight against another character that he was also playing with one hand.
Yeah.
He'll be like, so he can do these moves, and he'll just be doing it with his one hand whilst he's defending with the other character. And then there's always struggling to play as one guy.
They did make the game.
Embarrassing moment.
Yeah.
I know, but I mean, even if you make the game, that is extra.
Yeah. I do find it funny. How long was this direct? It was 40 minutes or something.
I think so. Yeah.
I do find it funny that, because to me, it's it's made by Sakurai, so cool. But 40 minutes on Kirby Air Riders?
Yeah.
When I saw that, I was
even
wow.
comments on that at the beginning, wasn't he? Something saying,
yeah.
I bet you're wondering how we're going to make a 40-minute.
Yeah, something like
that. To be fair, none of it's filler. There is a lot that he talks about. And I like that during the whole presentation, it was very laid out like a Smash Direct.
Yeah.
Like he has the same sort of cuts that Smash would have, and it has the same titles and font and the bright white background. So if you watch this in the dark, you're going to burn your retinas.
I think he just
even the menus on the game, they all look like Smash did on GameCube, with all your little tabs that pop out from the side and all the backgrounds constantly moving.
Yeah.
And
cool.
the thing you selected glows. The thing he wanted to talk about the most, though, is not actually the racing in Kirby Air Riders, because that's not the focus of the game, weirdly. It's called City Mode, I think, in this one.
Okay.
And it's like a big open world map where you go through different zones and you collect power-ups. And then you go into what's called an arena, and you compete against other racers or air riders to win that. And it's the most points at the end is the winner.
Okay.
And do you remember they had that mode in, I think it was Smash 4 on DS, where power-ups would appear on the map and you had to beat each other up and not get hold of them, or get hold of some of them. Some of them would boost your attack, some with your speed, some with your defense.
Vaguely, yeah.
It was like a map that was made just for that.
Yes.
Okay. It was
in between
levels or something. Yeah. It's like that, but you're racing cars through it.
Okay.
And it's got a city, it's got a meadow, it's got an underground mine, it's got a lava bit, it's got a mountain bit, a river bit. And it all blends seamlessly together. And you do the mode for, I think it's 5 minutes at a time. And then at the end of the 5 minutes, you do an arena.
That's snappy.
Within those 5 minutes, you can do mini races. There's mini challenges that open up doors, which are full of your power-ups. And it makes all carts viable to do any of the challenges or any of the arenas, because you can go for certain power-ups that you want to improve or get rid of the negatives of the cart that you're using.
Okay. I mean, it sounds like he's trying something different.
It's very deep. The mode did exist in the GameCube one, but it wasn't nearly this fleshed out. It was basically battle mode with your balloons or whatever.
Cool. Oh, fair enough. He does like to go all out in his games.
Oh, yeah.
He does. Smash Bros. Next. Fingers crossed.
Yeah. I don't think there'll be another one.
Smash Bros.
I think
Ultimate,
they will.
Even more
Ultra. Plus Ultra.
I don't think they'll keep all the characters next time. I think there'll be more Smash Bros. But
go down to 24.
The roster,
yeah, most likely.
Anyway, what other news do we have?
So, unfortunately, everybody else has done it, and it's PlayStation's turn. PlayStation are increasing the prices by $50 in the US.
Yeah.
By $50?
Up by $50, yeah.
What the heck? So
Xbox did it earlier in the year, didn't they?
Yeah.
So I think
some games are going to be over $100.
No.
The console.
Oh, right. Because you said games.
I don't think I said games, but I think I just said PlayStation. So, to be fair,
yeah,
the consoles are going up by $50.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I think it is kind of to match what Xbox have done, and it's also tariffs.
Yeah, it sucks. We said it last time. It does suck.
I can't believe that, I mean, there's been talks or like rumors at the minute that
about finally dropping the PS4.
Finally dropping the PS4, but also that the PS6 is likely to be fall 2027.
I've heard stuff like
Wow.
that. Yeah.
So just think about this: the PS5 and the Xbox and the Switch are all still going up in price.
Yeah.
And
you're looking at $1,000 console, aren't you?
Yeah.
I wonder whether they're doing it so that people now think when the PS6 comes out, this is the cheapest it's going to be. I best buy it now.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
It's going to be the console cull of 26, isn't it?
Yeah.
It'll go down in history.
Where everyone just stops because it's too expensive.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Very well might.
It does suck. That's kind of all there is to say on it, really.
Yeah.
I understand why they're all having to do it.
With the tariffs and everything.
Situation.
I mean, on the subject
thing,
of that, there's a lot of places that aren't delivering to the US anymore.
Well, it's hard.
Because they're putting the tariffs on the postal companies that aren't set up to take like tariffs and taxes.
Yeah.
So they're just like, well, we can't set that up, so we're not going to deliver to you.
Yeah, fair enough. And ultimately, if people do still, deliver to the US, it's the customers that will pay the price. The customers pay the tariffs, regardless of what certain people in power want you to believe. It is customers who are disadvantaged.
Yeah,
and it always will be.
This is why the prices are going up.
Exactly. But like things like the Xbox ROG Ally, we'll probably mention that a little bit in the Gamescom section, but that's just had a release date announced of October 10th.
Yeah.
I think.
Yeah, I think so.
But they've not released a price yet, so the pre-orders haven't gone live. But the reason they haven't released a price is because of ongoing macroeconomic factors, which is
we all know
for tariffs. They can't bottom out a price because they don't know what that price needs to be because of tariffs.
Yeah.
They can't. It's a complicated situation because you can't just say, well, it only affects America, put the price up in America, everywhere else it's cheaper, because especially with Microsoft, America is their biggest user base. So if you put the price up in America, less Americans are going to buy it, you're going to get less money. So it makes more sense for them to put the price up everywhere else, so that they can keep the American price down a little bit.
I see what you're saying.
And sort of work it out that way.
So you started off this podcast saying games are too expensive, and the consoles
are too expensive too.
Yeah, gaming is too expensive.
Yeah, it's getting there, definitely.
Yeah.
But other than that, I've got just one quick sort of mood booster.
Mood booster, okay.
Before going to Gamescom, you've heard of Pal World.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Oh, no, it's Palland.
Palland.
Reducing scope.
Yes,
people.
Nintendo ripping off a rip-off of what they ripped off in the...
Is it a Nintendo?
It's not made by Nintendo.
Oh, is it not?
It's not even made by Pocket
No, but they sell it in the shop, though.
Yeah. So it's basically a copy of a copy.
Nice.
Essentially.
Well, this one's more like Pokemon, isn't it?
Well, I think this one's more of just a copy of Pal
Monster
World.
Battler. I thought it was.
But why call it Pal anything?
If you can't beat them...
Yeah.
Well,
copy him.
Well, shall we move on to the Gamescom section then, which will probably...
Could I just mention about the... I touched on it earlier about the update of No Man's Sky. Sorry, I just briefly said it.
Yeah, okay.
So one of the big things where I wanted to mention it was they've redeveloped the ships, basically, so you can walk around inside them.
I saw this. I assumed you could.
Jump. No, you couldn't before. You just literally got in the ship and flew it.
Yeah,
you could only walk around in the space station.
Oh, that's what I was thinking.
Yeah, and in your giant, like your mothership, as it were.
Yeah.
But they've also put spacewalks in, which sounds fun.
Yeah,
and you can jump from orbit.
Oh,
I mean that just sounds ace.
On the planet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool.
Without dying.
So
yeah,
they've done. Well, no, you've got power suits on and stuff, haven't you? You've got.
You can survive all these different environments.
Yeah, that's better.
Yeah.
It is a game as well.
Yeah, God, Jake.
What do you do with your ship?
Yeah, they've also.
It's up in space. Do you have to, can you call it down to come pick you up?
You call them down. Yeah, you call them to you.
Right, okay.
You can call them to you anywhere on the planet. They'll just fly to you.
to get stranded.
But the updates look really good. I think I'm going to fire it back up myself because they've basically done the sides of the other one. What was it called? Bethesda one.
Starfield. Yeah.
They've done the sides of Starfield that I liked because you could modularly build your ship.
Oh, you can do that now, can you?
Yeah. They've added that. So they've basically done all the bits it was missing, in my opinion.
So now
When I last played it,
to
was
play
you just
Starfield.
bought set ships, but I didn't realize you can build them now.
Cool.
No, you can build them on it now, apparently. So there you go. I just thought I'd mention it anyway.
That's probably the only thing left from Starfield that they needed to do.
Yeah.
Very true. But it has been running 10 years.
Yeah. I would be interested in playing this. I keep saying it. It's one of those games that's been forever on my backlog that I've just never picked up. So maybe
it's too
Have
daunting.
they made good on that promise that they had at the very beginning of development where if someone's on a planet and you go to the planet, you can find them?
It was probably only if there'll probably be so many people in a world. I don't know how the servers are ran.
Well, I didn't think it was actually online until you invited a friend to do it.
I think there's some sort of persistence.
Because I know anyone can name a planet and you can go to some planets that people have named.
It's the sheer size that causes an issue. So you don't find each other. You have to have previously been in a multiplayer to be in the same universe, to be in the same.
Because I remember someone tested it where they went to the same coordinates on the same planet and they were both stood there at the same time and they didn't see one another.
Yeah, it can work because I've played with a few friends and we've had sort of adjacent star systems and jumped over to each other, and you can see each other. And you can also ask in the reels in the game to join. So if you walk up to a person, they can join teams, kind of thing.
Okay.
See.
But you can just start multiplayer where you'll always know where he is.
Yeah, but you've got to actively opt into that. It's not just like a It's not like a real online system, where you fly around and there'll be someone there.
Yeah. To me, I'd love to play it, but it's so daunting with how much stuff there is.
It's
in it.
massive.
Yeah.
And there's a lot to do at the start to get the freedom that is afforded now.
Yeah.
You've got to fix your ship, build a space station.
Yeah, you crashed on a planet.
Yeah. And that's randomized where you crash. So sometimes the game can be impossible at the beginning.
Yeah,
you couldn't find each other even.
I was on a planet with acid rain.
That
was persistently there. So anytime I left the building,
that was
the little hub you're starting, you're dying immediately because you haven't got the power up yet for your suit that stops that from happening.
It has got me excited for the next game though. Whenever that comes out.
There'll be another one.
They're doing the world-sized one, isn't it? So it's set on one planet, but it's the size of a planet.
Yeah,
it's like fantasy-based, isn't it? Yeah.
Well, I think
that was announced ages ago.
Yeah. What was it called now?
2 or 3 years?
The name is
something to do with sky, is it?
No, it's like Light My Fire or something like that.
Oh,
yeah.
Something fire.
Weird.
I think it was only last year they showed it, actually.
I think it was.
I thought it was 2 years ago, at least.
I think it was at least 2.
Time's a flat circle. We say this.
It is.
And
Earth is a flat disc. Yeah.
So according to Terry
talking about no,
no.
All right. So Gamescom. It was probably about 2 weeks ago now. By the time this episode goes live,
yes.
It happened after we'd recorded our last episode, but before it came out. So we're well behind.
So you say we're behind. I feel like I've been kept more up to date lately than if I just watched it.
Yeah,
there's so much stuff comes out after the fact that
it does.
Easier to digest.
Because Gamescom, it has opening night live, which is the big trailer armor, which is most of what we're going to discuss. But then there's also interviews and gameplay demos and other announcements that happen throughout the week. So we'll try and cover everything. Maybe it works out for
so I've got a list here. I've had to cut some games out so we can't get through everything. And there was a lot of games, guys.
You better not have cut the one that I want to talk about.
No, if I do, just go.
So it started...
Jake, mention this.
It started with opening night live, but before that there was a pre-show, weren't there?
So it was, and it all opened with Bubsy 4D.
Bubsy.
What a throwback.
I know. Didn't think I'd ever see that.
No.
But it actually surprisingly looks pretty good.
I never played them.
No, same to be honest.
It looks to me very like the old collectathons on a Nintendo 64. Like you had Mario 64,
It's from
Donkey Kong
that era.
64, Conker's
Yeah.
Bad Fur Day, Banjo-Kazooie,
Bubsy
all
3D.
those kind of Bubsy 3D.
Yeah.
No, I did play them at the time. However, I have way glossier memories than what they look like.
Yeah.
I'm not going.
Yeah.
Don't meet your heroes.
Yeah.
Bubsy 3D, I had a look at it the other day, just some images, and I don't know how anybody didn't have a seizure back then, because it looks horrendous.
Awful. But it's still good. Hopefully,
That's why I'm so purdy.
hopefully 4D will be.
You can change his costume. Great stuff.
Wait, he's not just naked all the time.
He's got naked bottoms, but he's wearing a top.
Oh,
Nice.
okay. Like a cereal box mascot.
Yeah. He basically
It's
is.
like a serial killer then.
Probably, yeah.
I mean, serial killers too. They don't wear their bombs.
All the time. That's how you spot one in the wild.
Winnie the Pooh is dangerous. Do not go near him.
So then it showed us a Battlestar Galactica game, Battlestar Galactica Shattered Hopes. Basically a tactics game in space.
So you're excited. You're going to watch all of Battlestar.
Yeah.
Are you people or are you ships?
Chips?
Oh, okay.
Chips. Yeah.
Yeah.
It looks all right. It doesn't really look like my sort of thing, to be honest.
No, you don't really play a lot of those space tactics games, do you? So
No.
I mean, I might be standing on a lot of fans' toes here, but I didn't realize Battlestar Galactica was still that big of a thing.
I didn't.
It just seems like the last one to be picked in sci-fi PE.
I think.
Oh, no.
Yeah, I see what you're saying. I think the people who watched it are really fond of it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But from an outside perspective, I don't think it had the same cultural cut through.
So somebody put this in our Discord as well. Outlaws and a handful of missions. It's basically like an old Doom style game.
Mm-hmm.
But I think it's like a cowboy western almost.
Cool. I don't think I saw it.
But this is basically like a remaster of that. I don't know why it's called And a Handful of Missions there.
Because it's probably, if it's a remaster, it'll be the original game plus either DLC or additional content.
No, it's a reference to the old Clint Eastwood films. A Fistful of Dollars, a few dollars more.
Of course.
The Bad and the Ugly.
A handful of missions.
Yeah.
So it must be both.
Maybe both. Yeah, it's a wordplay,
Yeah.
but then also literal. Cool.
So if you like that sort of game, have a look. The next one actually was surprisingly one of the best of the showcase.
Is this the bus one?
This is the bus one.
Gosh.
Dench Attack.
The train one, you mean?
I thought it was a bus.
No, it's
a
train.
bus. It's a yellow bus.
It's a bus.
It's not.
It's a bus.
It's a metro rail train.
I
They're
thought
on
it was
the
a
track
train.
the whole time.
Is it a bus or is it a train? That's a
Please
question
tell
for
us.
the Discord.
It's a train. They're on rails.
I didn't think they were. Well, I suppose they come off the rails to
Yeah, but
To
then they
do
do like
flips.
flips. Yeah,
Yeah.
the train can't flip.
Neither could a
Bus
bus.
could. Given the right,
I have since
scenario.
speed. The bus don't flip.
Yeah.
You know, it might be a train because it does have rails. You are right.
Yeah. Also, like I think Denshin is Japanese for like some sort of train.
No, okay, fair enough. But it does look. It's like basically you're a train or bus, and you're doing like Tony Hawk style tricks and fighting giant robots and giant mechs.
What's the not to
mental.
love?
It looks mental.
Yeah.
I mean, I've seen a lot of people buzzing about this, and I watched a bit of the pre-show, and you told me about this because I think I skipped through it. I went back to find it, and it's just so not my thing. I don't know why everyone's so.
It's very
It
like
looks-
comic
it looks
style.
crazy.
Like
Yeah.
very
Yeah.
comic
It's
manga
radio.
style.
Yeah, but if it was like
yeah.
a mobile game, one of those where you'd swipe side to side to jump onto the different tracks.
Oh,
fine.
you mean like Subway Surfers?
Yeah, that's what it basically is.
No, I don't think so.
Have you ever played Thumper?
I don't think
I've
so.
heard of it.
I think it's going to play more like that, like almost a rhythm type game.
Yeah,
but do you not just swipe side to side onto different?
No, they
tracks?
do different actions on the tracks and stuff at the same time.
Okay, I hope so.
And you're working towards an end goal, and there's like a boss to fight and stuff like that.
Yeah.
yeah, you can do tricks and stuff like that. It looks cool.
I've got
It's probably very
the
linear.
definition of densha here, by the way.
Oh yeah.
Another common word is densha, which specifically refers to an electric or commuter train.
Okay. You were wrong, Brad. We're wrong, Brad. It's not a bus. I concede. Train Tony Hawk tricks.
Yeah,
Fighting
basically.
mechs. There you go.
Kickflip.
Looks cool. Yeah, I think he like.
2026, isn't it? That's
I think he like. Yeah, I think he like kick flips into the mech's hand or something as it's trying to
Yeah,
punch
it
it or
does.
something. Blocks the attack. Crazy stuff.
Can't wait for the anime to come out.
So,
Because some of them have like hairdos, the trains. There's one that's got a great big pompadour, or one with like the pigtails.
yes, I remember that. Yeah, it looks good. So we got a release date for Keeper, the Lighthouse game. You know, by the Psychonauts guys.
Yeah,
That looks crazy.
the Devolver Digital one.
Yeah, it looks really good. It looks like you've got a bird as well, which I don't think I saw in the original trailer. So it's coming out.
Is it like a pelican type thing
I
that
think
lands on the top?
trailer.
Yeah, it's coming out October 17th.
Cool, with everything else on Game Pass as well.
On Game Pass.
Yeah.
Nice.
So looking forward to that. To be fair, I might play that.
Cool.
Absalom was shown with an October 9th release date. It's basically a fantasy roguelike beat 'em up. Very like cartoony art style. I think in this trailer they basically showed like the main guy, but then you could play as this frog mage.
By beat 'em up, do you mean like the classic side scroller ones, or more like a Bayonetta type one?
The classic side scroller ones.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah, like Castle Crashers.
Yeah.
Okay,
but it looks like the art style wise, it looked really good. Because I didn't even think it was a beat 'em up at first.
Yeah.
Until I looked a bit more into it.
Cool.
It looks cool. Long Gone is a 3D pixel art sort of like explore search in a zombie apocalypse game.
Nice.
It didn't really show a lot about like how you would actually play it. It looks maybe like it's puzzly because you're kind of like going through people's houses.
I think I vaguely remember seeing this one. Yeah. So unfortunately, I skipped through a lot of the pre-show. I never went back.
Another beat 'em up. He-Man and the Masters of the Universe.
Someone definitely.
Oh, this
Dragon Pearl of Destruction.
This looks good. I'm a big fan of this.
I've never been a He-Man guy.
No, same to be honest.
Did you not watch the Masters of the Universe Netflix show? It was so good.
The only He-Man thing I've ever seen is the clip where he's going.
I have
and I said, "Hey, that."
What's going on?
It's not from He-Man itself, but
it's perfect vintage meme right there.
Yeah,
He-Man was my generation.
Yeah.
I
mean, it was before my generation,
saying.
but I still watched it on VHS.
And what's he called? The Skull Man and the Skeletor's laugh.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's the only two He-Man things.
I like Skeletor memes. That's about it.
I do. They're my favourite at the minute. Remember.
But there's so many of these beat 'em ups coming up for like classic 90s cartoons.
I'm almost a bit worried that there's too many though.
I know what you mean.
All of a sudden,
they got the Turtles, they got the Power Rangers, they got He-Man, got Scott. Well, Scott Pilgrim's coming up soon as well.
Yeah. Who's next from the 90s?
Yeah, we've got Marvel.
Black and Mice from Mars.
Oh yes.
There's Marvel's Cosmic Invasion as well.
Yeah.
What about Street Sharks?
There you go. That'd be cool. See, I like these beat 'em ups, but you're right. Too many at once.
Yeah.
Is it going to crash out?
Very similar.
Yeah.
But anyway.
But it does look cool. Anyway, next one is by the Ghost Runner team. It's called Valor Mortis. Now they've come out since this trailer to talk a bit more about it, and people have got some hands on, and it's basically a first-person Souls-like.
Yeah, so I thought the trailer looked really cool. It's very Napoleon era.
Yeah.
But then like
with monsters.
Yeah, imagine a Souls-like that's in the Napoleon era. Dark, gritty.
So you mean what's that one? The one that everyone wants to be re-released in Victorian times.
Bloodborne.
Yeah. That's like Napoleon times, isn't it?
No, that's Victorian times, isn't it?
Is that not around the same bit?
Maybe, but different parts of the world. So this looks very like French in that sort of way. But
they got full get up and then they turn into monsters.
It's first person. It looks like you got powers in one hand, like Bioshock style, and then like a sword or a gun or something in the other hand. And there has been some hands-on gameplay, and it's looking promising. A first-person Souls-like is new. People are a bit fed up with Souls-like, which I get. But with it being first person, that could be a unique spin on things. I'm pretty interested in seeing how this goes.
Historically, I really like these Ghost Runner games, or their Ghost Runner games.
I just hope it's not you get hit once and you have to start all over
it's
again.
definitely not that. So it's very interesting to me that they're going in a different direction. And, it's always cool that somebody makes something completely out of their wheelhouse. It is first person, which is the same as Ghost Runner, so I suppose we've got a bit of that. So it's interesting. I'm not really a massive fan of the time period myself. But it's interesting. It's definitely interesting first person Souls-like, so keep an eye on it.
Yeah.
We'll see.
I wonder if it'll feel a bit like Dishonored. You've got your powers in one hand and your sword in the other.
Maybe.
A bit more like not as fluid, I suppose, because it'll be a bit more.
You'll have to manage your stamina and mana and all that stuff a bit more.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, interested in seeing where it goes. Yeah.
So I'm going to struggle saying this next one. It's called PVKK.
Oh, that's the one. That's the one I was after. It's a very long German word.
Yeah, Planet
Bloody. Canon on the end. Translates to planetary defense cannon, basically.
Yeah, it looks like you're operating this planetary defense cannon.
There was a trailer for this
in like a cozy bunker.
Yeah.
This was previously announced, I'm pretty sure. I'm sure when I saw this, I skipped over it because I'd seen.
Oh, this is the first time I'd seen it.
Yeah, me too. I love that later on, the stuff that I saw from their booth is they made the hands-on console to operate in real life.
That's cool.
So you have all the switches and triggers, and you wind the turret like gear around to aim it, and it shows your angle on little LED displays.
That's really cool.
There's like a big sonar thing on the right, so you can see what you're aiming at. And then the screen is just the cannon, and that's it. But in the actual game, the console is below you, and you can look out the window, and that's the cannon.
Good.
Yeah, I wonder if they'll put that in like an arcade somewhere.
I hope they do like a really limited release of those consoles, even if they're like $1,000 each, because they all like the laser cut out of wood and plastic and steel and little 3D printed parts. Yeah. So they could do it, or maybe like sell instructions for you to make your own.
Yeah,
buy the parts.
No, definitely. It's definitely interesting. I don't know. Is it literally just you're operating this cannon?
Yeah, but there's a story between each mission.
Yeah,
by the looks of it. And it looks like there's like a hidden agenda, like story behind everything about why you're in this bunker and who you're actually fighting. And because at the start, it just looks like you're following orders.
Yeah.
And you get transmissions coming through on the radio, and the screen like that you wake up to every morning gets like interrupted with like different broadcasts and stuff like that. And at the end of the trailer, you were being fired upon by what looks like loads of other cannons. So I'm wondering what happens there.
Oh. Yeah, definitely. Oh, interesting.
Those look cool. Have you seen the guys that made the tank similar to what you're saying with all the winding handles?
They actually get into it. And
they get in the tank. It's in a living room.
Yeah.
Jeez.
It looks insane.
It's mad.
Cool. Well, I think they operate War Thunder through it. The online game.
Right.
Okay,
it's not just a tank simulator game. They're online with other people that are playing with like mouse and keyboard.
Was it Steel Battalion that did a similar sort?
Yeah, that's where you're a mech and you have like a console where you have foot pedals to go forward and stuff.
Yeah,
and
I remember seeing
dual joysticks. Yeah. It's like one of the rarest controllers ever now.
It's always cool when they try stuff like that.
Oh yeah.
So the next game was a survival horror called Routine.
Yeah, so this game has actually been in development for like 10 years.
Oh wow, I didn't know.
Yeah, and it has been shown previously. It's a sort of like sci-fi but retro sci-fi aesthetic horror game.
Yeah, and it looks like you're basically in this small building, I suppose, or area.
Yeah, and it's quite interesting. Again, there's been some gameplay. People have had hands on with it, and what I quite like about it is you've got this weapon. It's like a tool. And it looks very like retro sci-fi, like you can imagine. But this tool is like, it's got so many different features. So it's got like a camera on it, which I imagine it's got like infrared, but then it's also a weapon, and then it's a flashlight. It's got all these other things. But there's like no HUD. So in order to like swap your weapon into different modes, there's a sort of button you press to say, look at your weapon, you like inspect your weapon. Then you have to manually go over the different modules and like slide things.
Oh, okay.
So like, and pull bits out and like turn them around and slide this there and like cock this, and then all of a sudden it's a gun, and then you might have to do it again to change it to something else. So it's going to create like a lot of tension where you can't do this quickly. You're going to have to try and prepare, and if you are trying to do it quickly, it'll be quite hard.
You better hope the enemy doesn't get to you before you've made it into a gun.
And I believe there's like one enemy like who's like an AI, but he can take over different like robots in the world.
Okay.
So you might have a corridor with loads of like deactivated robots. And one's chasing you, and then that'll stop, and then it'll like take over one of the others.
Oh, that's cool.
So you're always sort of being chased, and when you think you're safe, it might just go into another robot.
So is
it's the guy from Driver San Francisco.
Yeah.
Is it called Routine because you're repeating the days, or
I don't know,
or doing the same thing every day?
Not that I know.
Fair dues.
Yeah, looks quite cool.
Cool. So next up, it got a very pretty looking, and I imagine it's a Souls-like, set in some kind of like fantasy old Japan called Swords of Legends.
Mm.
It's a very safe name.
Yes.
Yeah. There's quite a few of these games that kind of blurred into one. Same with When Winds Meet and some others.
Oh, I remember that from a couple of.
That was that was from another showcase, wasn't it? But
I think it came up at Gamescom as well at some point. But
remember.
they kind of all blur into one a bit. These sort of like Chinese mythological Souls-likes.
Yeah.
They're all, again, kind of coming out at the same sort of time.
I think it's everyone's jumping on the bandwagon, aren't they?
Yeah.
But this one, it does look pretty.
Yeah.
The visuals do
Hopefully
look really
it does
good.
something to stand out.
Yeah, definitely. So we're still in the pre-show, by the way.
Yeah.
Oh, good lord.
Road Kings. I think this might be one of for Ben. Looks very. You're in a truck, basically.
Yeah, but it's Saber.
Nice.
It's Saber
It's Saber Interactive.
You're in a
Oh, it sounds the
truck,
part already.
but then it's sort of taking the elements of what's called like Mud Runner and all that business.
Yeah,
But then also there was something else to it, I think.
there was. I know there was a blizzard, and you were driving into a blizzard, essentially.
Yeah.
Ice Road Truckers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It looks very much like a Ben game.
Yes.
Yeah.
I mean, it's made by the same guys, but they called it Road Kings, so it's clearly
They probably
separate.
I'm hoping it's not the silly little side thing like they did with Expeditions. Because they had some ideas, they threw out an extra game that just didn't quite hit the mark.
Yeah.
Oh, but you know what they're going to do with all these extra ideas? They're going to incorporate them all into one game, which is like another Mud Runner game.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Well, did what's it called? John Carpenter's Toxic Commando come up at this showcase?
It did way later on.
But I'll just quickly jump on that now because it kind of ties off the back of that. That's like a zombie horde survival-y sort of game, like a Left 4 Dead style. But the unique element of that is it's a bigger map. I think it's like an open map, and you get trucks and vehicles.
That does look good, yeah.
That has quite similar Mud Runner type sort of situations where your wheels might get stuck
in the mud,
and you're having to like tow each other out and stuff. So it's a
while
first-person
zombies are
shooter.
attacking.
Yeah, but then you've also got.
To be fair, that does look
that sort
fun.
of
It looks like it's kind of like Left 4 Dead with Mud Runner.
Yeah.
Sort of.
So I thought Mud Runner with shotguns is probably something Ben might quite.
Sounds like Mad Max.
I mean,
yeah,
you're selling this to me. I don't have the time, but you're selling it to me. I just watched the trailer for the Road Kings and the police blocking the road and then letting the truck through into the basically storm is probably a bit much. I love it.
Road Kings, Ben. Road Kings.
We are the kings.
I know this is on your radar, Joe, the Sonic Racing Cross Worlds. Well,
yes, that's out this month, isn't it?
Pac-Man is coming.
Hell yeah!
To Sonic Racing Cross
Sega,
Worlds,
isn't it?
Yes.
So at least
no, it's Namco.
So they're going to have a.
Okay, yeah, of course, yeah.
So Pac-Man World 2 Repack is coming out, and also a level is going to be in Sonic Racing Cross Worlds.
Cool.
I hope it turns all like the rings on the stage into pack pellets and stuff like that.
That'd be funny.
Yeah.
Fingers crossed. But that was the end of the pre-show. And then we'll go into
straight into
the main show.
Into the main event.
Obviously, Jeff Keighley came out
again,
did his little spiel, and then they basically said they didn't show a trailer for Silksong, the Hollow Knight Silksong, but then they had like bits of gameplay in the background, and they basically mentioned it.
Yes,
and he basically said, "I'll say it's coming out this year."
Yes,
and everyone was like,
he said there's going to be another showcase later.
Yes,
a Team Cherry Direct, which I think we should just talk about now.
I think we should. Yeah.
So Team Cherry came out and did their showcase a few days after Gamescom. And announced the release date.
So very strange that they didn't just announce it at Gamescom. Yeah. But it's coming out literally time of recording.
Wait. Ben, do you think? Yep. Game's coming up.
Oh.
Because it's coming out on the 4th of September.
Yeah. In 5 days.
Goodness.
Yeah, wow. 5 days from recording this. So it'll have to be out by the time the episode comes out.
Which is crazy.
Yeah.
Like after all this time where we haven't heard anything about it for this long, and then for them to just come out and go, it's coming out next week.
Yeah.
Do you know, there's actually a little mild bit of controversy about this game.
Yeah.
Not just because of its release date, but because the Kickstarter funding started when this game was on Wii U, or could have gone on Wii U.
Yeah.
There was going to be a Wii U version of it, and now there will never be one.
Okay, fair enough. But I've heard a lot of things where everyone who's backed it gets a copy of both this and the first Hollow Knight, and they're getting a lot of stuff.
Did the original Hollow Knight come out then? Because I got Hollow Knight on the Switch.
Yeah, probably did.
Yeah.
So, wow. I didn't realize it was that long ago.
That long ago.
I've seen a little bit of controversy because they said they're not sending out review codes, I'm sure they said not sending out review codes because they said it would be unfair to the backers to not be the first people to play the game.
Yeah.
Which I like. I think that's a good thing.
Yeah.
Equally, send out review codes.
There's been an awful lot of news about it, to be fair.
A bunch of indie games have pushed their release date back to avoid it.
Yeah, because it's kind of been shadow dropped. It's kind of pushed a lot of people. Some people moving to next year.
Yeah.
Especially things that are Metroidvania.
Yeah.
I think I can't remember what it's called, but there was a Metroidvania coming out, an indie game.
And they said they want to give it space.
Yeah. And then Baby Steps, which Ben mentioned in last episode, games coming up, is getting pushed to the end of the month rather than the
so it's
start
still
of the
coming
month.
out in September, but it's coming out, yeah. Interesting things with it.
Definitely. I've also heard that the reason it took so long is because
they're having too much fun.
Yeah, it wasn't in development hell. It was in development heaven.
Yes.
And
they were just having making new ideas.
Yeah.
And they had a good workflow where they could just create a new idea, test it straight away, no delays or anything.
I just really hope it's as good as everyone hopes it's going to be.
So do I, because a lot of the conversation that's been around it, at least more recently, is this is going to be like the best game ever made.
This is GTA 6. Yeah, I've heard somebody say this is GTA 6 for indie games, and I'm like, wow.
Is
really?
it?
I liked Hollow Knight, and ashamedly couldn't finish it because it got too hard.
Which is incredible, considering some of the games you have finished.
Yeah. But moving on from Silksong, it does look good. By the way, I'll say that.
It does.
Moving on.
Game Pass.
Yeah.
Game Pass.
Crazy.
Wow.
So, Call of Duty Black Ops 7 was the first big thing they showed after that. A massive trailer.
Yeah.
It's coming out November 14th, and they also touted a 4-player story mode co-op.
4-player co-op, and then the last mission is like a big PvE 32-player.
Yeah, it looks like almost like an endless thing you can do. Yeah.
I think the general consensus online is it's very much a repeat of, was it Infinite Warfare? Not Infinite Warfare. The one where Call of Duty came out with a sort of futuristic space game the same year that Battlefield 1 came out.
Oh,
and everyone was like, and Call of Duty got super mass downvoted, and Battlefield was like super upvoted. It sounds like it's history repeating itself. Call of Duty's gone too far again at the same time that Battlefield's coming out and doing what everyone wants. So, I mean, the last game was good. This feels like the quote unquote off year for Call of Duty. They always have like a year where they've spent loads of time developing new systems, and then they'll have a year where it's just throw it out because we need a Call of Duty this year.
I will say that the story, it doesn't look very Call of Duty to me.
But it looks very cyberpunk to me.
Yeah, it looks very interesting.
Yeah.
Like there's it's all about illusions and stuff, isn't it?
Yeah,
or going into something like Tech World or something. I remember there's this giant man or something. I don't know. It looks interesting.
Yeah. Again, it'll be on Game Pass, so I'll probably pick it up and try it.
With a 4-player co-op too.
Yeah.
It might be pretty good.
Yeah.
We'll see.
We'll see.
I think it is getting overshadowed by Battlefield, though.
I think so.
Got a trailer for Lords of the Fallen 2.
Yes.
Again?
So, again...
yeah, actual Lords of the Fallen 2.
All they've said it's coming out in 2026. Yeah. Now, me and Brad are probably going to talk about this in a later episode, but we're actually currently playing Lords of the Fallen
2.0.
Or 2.0, yeah. 1 2.0.
Yeah.
I'll save my thoughts for that later. I'd never thought they'd make another one, to be honest. Not this quickly as well.
But yeah.
So hopefully they learn a lot of the lessons from this.
Yeah, because the first one got updated a lot from launch. So hopefully we go into the second one with all those updates and more.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll see. I didn't know that Sekiro was getting an anime.
Yeah.
But I do now. It's
Yeah.
called Sekiro No Defeat, and it actually looks fantastic.
Looks pretty cool.
I think it's coming to Crunchyroll and all that stuff. But
Nice.
I
Not
assume
Netflix?
I don't think so.
Oh, wow.
But I'm assuming it's telling the story from the game. I've not played the game, so I don't know.
I want to play the game.
So
That's on my pile of shame.
but it does look really good. So looking forward to that. Something else I'm looking forward to is Lego Batman Legacy of the Dark.
This was
They
like
have every Batmobile.
Yeah. This was
Yeah.
like the sleeper hit of the show. People
It was.
were, like, really, really excited about this.
It literally looks like the Arkham games, but Lego. To me.
Yeah, they're telling the story of all the Batman films. Or say all of them. I think just the modern ones and bits from all sorts.
I think they're putting in bits from all sorts of Batman stuff. Yeah.
And then it plays like Arkham, but Lego.
Yeah.
Yeah, because the
Lego-
combat system's very Arkham now, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's not
Lego
just
Batman
X to
has the
flail
best.
arms.
Personality. He has
What?
the best.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
it's not Lego Batman from the films.
No.
So
No,
it's
but
not
even
played
in-
by what's he called? Can't
Even in the Lego Batman games,
Mm.
it's still the way they joke in the game.
Yeah,
is
yeah,
fantastic.
yeah.
Yeah. So hopefully this does look good. I've heard good things. So,
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, definitely. Yeah, a lot of people are looking forward to this now. I wasn't massive on the last Lego game. Everyone, it was the Star Wars one, the Skywalker saga
Yeah.
or collection, whatever it was called. It got universal praise, but I just got very bored.
I've heard some people hate it.
Yeah.
But it seems
The
to
thing
be
is
hit
with
or
Lego
miss.
games,
Yeah.
they're very simple.
Well, no,
I-
this is the thing. The Star Wars one wasn't, was it?
No.
They'd added
it
a
not?
lot. So
They had a lot of stuff. There was a massive open world where you
They've-
could fly around. And,
they've kind of all played the same up until that Star Wars one. And then
Oh.
they
Yeah.
changed a lot of how it played, didn't they?
the open world.
Because even in the
sections.
Marvel ones, there was big open world sections where you do
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
thons and stuff.
So this was loads of open world sections, basically,
oh.
different planets and stuff, and
Do
they
you do
were
the
cool.
missions within those,
They were.
or do you go into levels?
You go into levels.
Oh,
I,
right, okay.
I think the worst part of the game is that the levels weren't just the old ones. They just felt a bit like they weren't trying to do the same thing, so they did something completely different, and it just didn't gel with me. Whereas the open world bits were probably the coolest bit, but then there's like 500 gold bricks.
Yeah, they're the bits I got really bored of.
Yeah.
Yeah,
In the
So-
Marvel ones, at least.
yeah, same. To be fair, so it was a bit like I don't know how I felt about it at the end. I didn't even do the new trilogy, by the way. When I did
Did
the
you not?
game, I just did.
No, stopped at episode 6.
Yeah, I think I did episode 7, and then I was like, "No, I'm not going to."
I just can't wait for Lego Star Wars Rogue One to come out.
Yeah. Or
Yeah.
Andor. Lego Andor.
Or Andor, yeah.
That's what I want.
You just watch them do the whole thing in Lego.
Yeah.
And then I didn't think I'd ever be saying this, but Warhammer 40k Dawn of War 4
Yeah.
is coming out.
Did you ever play the Dawn of War?
We used to play
I
it
played the original one.
a little bit at our friend Hayden's house. He lived next door but one to us when I was a kid.
Yeah.
That was about it. That was my... I always wanted to play it, but I never had like a powerful PC to
Yeah.
play it.
Yeah, it's a very stripped back RTS. It's not like
Age of Empires.
It's not nearly
No,
as
it's like the Total War games.
yeah. Just
Yeah.
build your army, go send them there, go do
Yeah.
objective. That's it.
Hopefully this will come to console because that's more popular these days with RTSs, isn't it?
It
Like, more
looks
people-
like you can play as the Skitari as well, which are the Adeptus Mechanicus.
I
They
think so.
they're the ones that are from Mars, like parts of old humanity and stuff. That they're really interesting, like mechs and stuff. They're like Da Vinci machines.
Oh, okay, cool.
I know Orcs and Necrons are in it as well,
And Space Marines.
and Space
Obviously.
Marines. So they might be the 4, because I'm sure they mentioned there was 4 coming out.
Sad to lose the Tau. I liked playing as the Tau
Yeah.
in the first one.
Something tells me Chaos will be in it too.
Yeah.
That's usually the
Probably,
case.
yeah.
So
Cool.
just looks very cool. I might have to get it.
You probably will.
If it does come on console,
Yeah.
or just build a PC just for.
Oh,
Get a rock ally.
Yeah, there you go. I
Yeah.
might have to do that.
Yeah.
Joe, Monster Hunter Wilds collab with Final Fantasy 14.
Do you know there's a meme going around that every time a Monster Hunter game comes out, there's a Street Fighter collab and there's a Final Fantasy collab, and it's true. Next we'll have a Mega Man collab because there's always one of them as well.
It's going both ways as well, isn't it?
Yeah, well, the other one did as well.
Yeah.
In World, there was a Rathalos that came to Final Fantasy that you could fight as like a raid boss.
Cool.
This time it's something called Omega. I'm not familiar with this because I think, is it from Final Fantasy 16? Omega, have you fought it?
I don't think so.
It's like a four-legged thing that have glowy bits. Maybe it's
from 14, isn't it?
Oh, is it? Okay.
Yeah. It's a collab of 14.
So the MMO
apparently is the most powerful machine in the world that can kill gods, which I don't know how 4 people with big weapons are going to fight it. But apparently that's what you can do in raids on Final Fantasy 14.
Yeah.
I just don't know how it's going to work in Monster Hunter. I don't want to say I'm not looking forward to it because it'll be an interesting thing to fight, but I've never really been into the Final Fantasy collabs. The one in World with, I think it was Behemoth, it's a giant dog with horns.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
Called down meteors, and it was a bit of a gimmick fight. And the army you got from it looked really cool. I had some cool abilities, but it didn't look like the thing you fight in, which is what Monster Hunter's all about.
Yeah,
I know what you mean.
This just made you look like a knight with a halberd.
Oh, fair enough.
But this one, if you're making parts of the creature, because it looks like it's made of armor anyway, that would look pretty cool.
Yeah. I think also you get chocobos.
Oh, you can get the chocobo, as your rideable creature.
Always cool.
Cool.
So we got another trailer for Onimusha Way of the Sword. Continues to look pretty good.
And some, again, hands-on. A lot of people went hands-on with this. And it's it seems to be a bit controversial because it looks like, I think a lot of the people who are playing it are kind of saying, plays like an evolution of Onimusha, but the way that looks is a bit Souls-like. It's not difficult like a Souls-like in the same way, but it's a lot of like waiting for the right moment to strike, doing parries, doing that. Now, most people that have played it that I've seen talk about it are really positive on it. But then I'm seeing a lot of people selectively snip clips from those and then start like bashing it online, saying they've just made it a Souls-like.
Well, they haven't.
So it'll be interesting to see what it actually looks like when it comes out. But I don't think it does look like a Souls-like, because when I think of a Souls-like, I think of difficulty, and this doesn't seem like difficulty is as big a sort of touchstone. So we'll see.
It doesn't look easy, obviously, but I think
no.
We got a trailer for a Civilization-like called Europa Universalis. I think that's what it was called.
I want to say these games already existed, but I might be thinking. No, I think I'm thinking of Avon.
I know what you mean.
No, I don't know this.
I don't know too much about it. Just looked very Civilization.
Cool.
Daemon X Machina Titanic Scion.
Oh, is that getting a sequel?
Yes. So I'm assuming Titanic Scion is the sequel name. It's coming out pretty soon too. It's coming out on 5th of September.
Is it only coming out on Switch? Because the first one was Switch exclusive.
I don't believe so. But essentially, what it is? It's like mechs.
It's what I thought Mecha Break was going to be.
Okay.
Because I played the demo of the first one on Switch, but it didn't handle very well on Switch hardware. Like it was quite buggy and laggy and stuttery for the game it was supposed to be. But if it comes out on Xbox or PlayStation,
it's coming out on Switch 2, PC, PS5, Xbox.
Cool.
Heck yeah!
There you go.
Void Breakers, which I believe is out now. So there was so much flashing lights. It's basically like a roguelike shooter.
First-person co-op shooter, isn't it?
Yeah. But I don't know what was going. Very big spectacle of whatever was going on. There's like it looked like magic almost, like flashing lights. But looks cool.
Destiny all over.
If you're into that sort of thing, it's out now. And then the people from the Fallout TV show came out.
Yeah, and did a teaser, didn't they?
They showed a little teaser of Fallout Season 2. I thought it was a bit more than a teaser because I thought we saw quite a bit.
They really sort of made out like they were just going to show a snippet, didn't they? And it was basically just a trailer.
Yeah, it looks good.
It's set in New Vegas, isn't it?
Yeah.
I'm sure someone mentioned a casino in the...
Yeah, it's definitely set in New Vegas. They talked about it on stage being set in New Vegas, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, they did.
Comes out Christmas, doesn't it?
Yeah, December time.
Yeah.
And I think this time they're doing it... Last time they brought it all out at once, but this time they're going to do it week by week.
Okay. Yeah.
Does this canonize where it is in the timeline?
Apparently, it is canon. The season.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
The show canon. Yeah.
Because the first season could have come out at any point once the vaults had opened, but now it's in New Vegas. That was only set up at a certain time after the vaults were opened.
Yeah.
Ben,
So
do
now
know,
you can tell when it is.
do you know a bit more about this?
Yes, apparently it is all canon. And from what we've taken from trailers so far, looks like it's going to use the characters out of Vegas, but we don't kind of know when the timeline is. So whether the events of Vegas are going to happen just after it, or do you see what I mean? It's
one of the guys I listened to from the What Culture Gaming podcast. He's a massive Fallout fan, and he said it's a sequel to Vegas.
Oh,
right,
okay.
cool.
Because he didn't love the show, but he wants to watch it because he wants to see the canon sequel to what happened in Vegas. So,
Cool.
I
that's
hope they go to the Sierra Nevada Hotel and pick up the rest of those gold bars.
They must have.
Probably will. Yeah. I wish I knew what that meant.
I wonder
but probably will.
what they'll make canon. Like what ending they'll make canon, because there was multiple endings, wasn't there?
Yeah.
Yeah, true.
It always is, yeah.
Yeah. We'll see. Indiana Jones and the Great Circle, The Order of Giants got another trailer.
Yeah.
Basically the DLC to the game. Looks
I
alright.
need to play that.
But yeah, same to be fair. It looks like more of the main game. So pretty cool. MetaQuest got an ad with more Deadpool VR stuff.
Yeah, and I'm sure it announced the voice actor of Deadpool as not Neil Patrick Harris.
Did it?
I'm sure it said with such and such the voice actor of Deadpool, and I was like, I'm sure it's Neil Patrick Harris.
No, I think it is Neil.
I'm sure. I didn't watch the trailer again. I meant to see what it said.
It's Heel Natrick Paris.
Maybe that's what I read. I'm sure it said something else, but yeah.
Ryan Reynolds has taken him out, so that's to replace him.
Yeah. I think that does look fun, to be honest.
It looks fun.
Yeah.
If not a bit cheesy.
Yeah.
I just hope it lives up to how good the Batman game turned out on VR.
Yes, which I still need to play.
Yeah.
World of Tanks is going into 2.0. More World of Tanks. If you like World of Tanks, there's more tanks.
Is this the one? So
not much
I'm sure it was either World of Tanks or there was another tank game.
There was another,
and one of them had a song in the background. I was like, oh, this song sounds cool. Artificial. I was like, oh, I'm going to search Artificial song, and it came up with Daughtry, which is a band I knew of. I'm going to listen to them. It's sick. Yeah, it's good.
Nice.
It's good. So I found a new band. Well, I already knew the band, but I actually listened to the band.
Oh,
thanks, World of Tanks, for that.
Thanks. Either World of Tanks or the other tank game.
Well, should we mention the World of Tanks later? So World of Tanks Heat.
Was it another World of Tanks?
Yeah.
Game. Okay. Yeah.
I honestly don't know what the difference is.
It looked like futuristic tanks.
Yeah, it looked a bit more like it was set in modern day,
like a sci-fi,
or in like in a city almost as well. So
more tanks.
Get those tanks.
Tank.
An indie game called Death by Scrolling was shown. Kind of looks like Binding of Isaac, but you're basically going up. You are being chased by death. That's the principle.
Yes, I did see that. Yeah, when I heard the name, because I think the name came like splashed on the screen before the gameplay, I thought it was going to be like a phone, something with phones.
Yeah, it sounds like scrolling through Instagram or something like that.
Exactly.
Yeah,
it wasn't. I was quite pleasantly surprised.
Definitely. It does. Basically, death's chasing you all the way through, and you have to keep going up to avoid death.
Yeah.
I think it is level based though. Yeah. Zero Parades by the studio that brought us Disco Elysium. Got a trailer.
Which studio?
Which one? So this is actually the studio. Now, a lot of people have left this studio, worked on Disco Elysium, and made another studio. So it's the original studio.
3 studios.
Yeah.
It was a big deal. Yeah. So there
wasn't a lot shown
No.
at all, to be honest, but it sounds very Disco Elysium.
Yeah.
So if you like that sort of game, get excited. There was quite a few gacha games shown, so I'll quickly mention this one. Neverness to Everness is the urban gacha game. I know
it's like the name.
Yeah. It's the one where you can basically, you got like cars and stuff and you're in a city.
I don't even remember.
I think I remember
for listeners, Jake just did a big grin when he read it out.
There's another one, like a third-person shooter one with kind of like zombies in it.
Was that Cinder City?
Cinder City.
I've got that later on the list. So yeah, we'll mention that now as well. That looked like almost horror, but you were moving really fast.
You'll
Third-person
just
shooter.
a little bit. Just no, I don't want to say jank because it's intentionally they look like that, but they look like a style of gameplay that just isn't really for me because it's usually gotcha style.
No, I get you. I think another one was 7 Deadly Sins Origin.
Yeah.
That one looked a bit. I like the art style on that one, though, to be fair. It looked a bit different.
Okay. Yeah.
So, that's our gotcha game block.
And that was shown last time at Gamescom, wasn't it?
I'm not too sure. Actually.
Maybe I've seen some set of.
Where there was like the big anime section.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. I remember. Yeah,
Probably.
Or Summer Games Fest, I think maybe.
Yeah. 7 deadly gotcha games.
Yeah. 7 deadly wins.
The next game was Unbeatable. It looks like a cool little rhythm game. Like a nice little like comic book art style, like cartoony comic book art style. Coming out on November 6th.
Cool.
Is it rhythm based?
Yes.
Yeah. It's beat as in like to the beat.
Oh,
Yes.
right. Okay.
Not
Yeah,
to
yeah.
death.
Yes.
Oh, is this one where music's illegal in that world?
No, it's not that one.
Oh,
No.
okay. You know the one I mean, though.
Yeah, I think that's already out.
Oh, okay.
Called Footloose.
Been Bacon in the anime.
I just want to quickly mention that they performed a Claire Obscure
Oh, that was
Song.
That was good. Yeah.
which was good.
Brought a bit of a tear to my eye.
Yeah.
Was it the Lumiere song?
I think it was Alicia.
Yeah.
Okay.
Ninja Gaiden 4 got a new trailer.
Did that get a release date, or did we already have a release date?
It's coming out next
End
is
of
it?
October.
Yeah,
like
you
29th
can
or something
preload
like
it on Xbox now.
Oh,
It's come up on
I
my
think it
homepage.
already had a release date because I don't think they brought it up.
that. Yeah,
again,
but it looks
so.
looks awesome. There's been a lot of hands on again with this.
Yeah.
And I'm excited for this. Really am. Just wish it didn't come out in October with everything else.
Yeah.
I wish it came out now because now I've got time to play it.
I know what you mean. Did anyone want another online team-based shooter?
No.
Well, it's coming out.
I did.
There's another one coming
Is this
out.
the one where it's like medieval and he's sat in a tavern and then he gets like taken to the future?
Oh, is it called? It's called Time Takers.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yeah. And he
yeah,
just suddenly turns up in the future and he's like a knight and he's got some
Yeah.
future tech. And then there's like K-pop girl
Yeah.
flies in and then you've got like.
It didn't. Yeah. Just no from me.
There's clearly an audience, isn't
It
there?
sounds crazy.
Yeah. It's just. It's
It
not
sounds
as
like Joe is that
unique.
audience.
Yeah,
It's not as
didn't-
unique as I think they are.
Yeah.
You know?
I know.
When they say online team-based shooter, do they mean like Borderlands?
No, I mean like Overwatch. But like third person.
No.
Mm,
I'm gonna butcher the next game.
okay.
I'm not that audience.
La Divina
McCall.
Commedia. It's the one.
No,
Dante's Inferno.
It's based on the Divine Comedy.
Yes.
Yeah, I don't know what the actual name was. Is that what it is?
Yes.
Divina Commedia.
Yeah, it'd be
Yeah,
like
There's
Latin
Latin
or
for divine
something.
comedy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But so Dante's Inferno, which there has been a
Great game.
Yeah, there has been a game of Dante's Inferno. That's part of the Divine Comedy.
Yes.
So it's like
Yeah.
a series of mythologies, I think.
Yeah.
Dante's Inferno is part of it. This, I believe, is telling the full story,
That's
or the
cool.
full thing, which could be quite cool. We didn't see this.
We saw like
this-
one fight which looked very fluid, but probably not actual.
but it said at the bottom, captured in game or something like that.
Okay.
You know, where you would expect it to say not actual gameplay. I'm sure
Or
it's like
in-engine generation. Or
Yeah, but it didn't
something
say that. It definitely said like actual gameplay or something along
Oh.
those lines. But they
Yeah.
didn't really look like actual gameplay.
No.
So it doesn't
No,
look like a
no,
God of
no.
War like anymore.
Well, no, because it's not Dante's Inferno.
Oh, right. Okay.
It's
Brand new game.
yeah. A lot of people are saying, "Oh, it's Dante's Inferno," but it's just because of the story that told.
Yeah.
Is
yeah, yeah.
part of the same story. This looked more like a Souls-like again.
I was going to say
But
it
I
looked
think they've-
action.
Yeah,
It's probably Souls.
but I think they've
but-
kind. I don't know if I've read somewhere that it's not a Souls-like, that it is more of an action game,
Okay.
Good.
third-person action game.
I
Don't
hope
quote
so.
me on that, but
I hope
yeah.
so. It
But-
did look really good, like graphically, and like
Mhm.
the fighting did look pretty cool.
Yeah.
So looking forward to hearing more about that. We got a load of trailers for upcoming games. We've already mentioned a few. The next batch of Silent Hill F coming out very soon. Chronos: The New Dawn coming out very soon. Outer Worlds 2 coming out October 29th. I don't know if we already knew that.
Mm.
But all trailers.
It's a
for
big
each one
month
of
for
those.
Game Pass, October.
Oh god, yeah. Outer Worlds 2 kind of showed all your companions.
Yeah, it was a companion trailer, wasn't it?
So it did specifically say you cannot sleep with them.
I thought it was quite funny.
Yeah.
Again, I want to play that, but I don't know if I'll have time.
Yeah, it looks a lot bigger than the original Outer
But now
Worlds.
you've heard you can't sleep with them. That's it.
Yeah, now I'm not.
Yeah,
playing
no,
it.
I'm
Now
not
not interested now.
Have you guys heard of Inzoi? The
Yes.
Sims-like? Well, let's get
Yes.
some DLC. Very Sims-like.
I believe
You can now buy furniture.
the first release of the game was quite bare bones in, I think, the
Yeah.
features. So I think they were always going to add to it. So
I think it's like
first.
going on holiday or something, which is very original Sims as well. I'm
Yeah.
saying that was the
Yeah.
first
Holiday
one that
pack,
came out.
pets,
Yeah.
and everything else. Yeah.
Another game called Moonlighter 2. Now, I never played the original, but I think I heard of it.
I
You're
think I
basically
heard it,
like a adventurous shopkeeper.
Mm.
Yes. By day, you sold the stuff that you went into the caves and got at night.
Yeah. Coming out on the 23rd
Of
September.
cool.
Yeah.
Cool.
So that looks
Lots of
pretty cool.
games coming out soon.
Yeah, definitely. I didn't think this would ever come out, but Vampire the Masquerade Bloodlines 2
Yes.
is coming out on the 21st
That's
of
had
October.
development hell. Now, I've seen some previews of this that people
Yeah.
played, and I've heard mixed things. I think if you're expecting a follow-on from Vampire Masquerade Bloodlines 1 and its RPG elements, then you might be disappointed because it's not very RPG heavy,
Right.
but it is quite like action storytelling.
Yeah,
No,
so I'm assuming there's a lot
yeah.
of choices.
I don't know so much about the choices, but
Oh.
the gameplay is quite actiony. It puts you straight into the thick of it pretty quickly. You get a lot of abilities pretty quickly. Big controversy around this one is that 2 of the classes are behind a paywall.
Oh,
Yeah.
no.
Oh, no.
So-
Like a Diablo game.
Well, yeah, but at launch.
At launch, yeah.
Oh,
that does
God.
not sound good.
Yeah.
That is bad.
What is the base gameplay of this one then?
It's a first person. Well, it's supposed to be like a first person RPG. Imagine like Cyberpunk, but as
Oh, okay.
vampires.
Okay.
But I believe the
With a
RPG
super catchy
elements
title.
aren't as strong in this one.
It's not
Maybe
as-
it'll come out, and after the first few hours, the RPG elements will open up. But what people have played so far kind of has them a bit worried.
Yeah.
But it's been through development hell. It's restarted a few times. Developers are the Chinese Room who did Still Wakes the Deep. They are good at what they do, storytelling wise. So
We will see.
we will.
Um,
And soon,
yeah, I think I said October 21st.
another game in October.
Right near
Yes.
Halloween, though. That works.
Yeah.
well.
Yeah.
Oh, Christ, I'm going to have to mention these soon, aren't I?
I know, yeah, get this list.
Hope you're writing them down.
Copy and paste this episode next time.
I refer you to episode 51.
Yeah, So, Enshrouded goes underwater. I don't know if any of you guys have heard or played of it.
I've
It's
heard
basically a
of it.
survival game.
It's a survival game, but with similar mechanics to like Zelda Breath of the Wild, I believe.
Yes. Yeah. It
But
does look good.
Yeah, it's still in early access, isn't it?
Yeah, it
You
is,
guys will
yeah.
hate it.
I
Probably.
don't know because
I
it
don't know.
looks
You guys will
more.
hate it.
It looks more like it's got a good combat system, and
Yeah.
for the gameplay is actually something they've focused on. You know,
Yes.
like not just the harvesting and building stuff. So if they can do a game where you can stay back and harvest and build, Ben, and we can go out and scavenge and kill, I think that would be a perfect game for us all to play.
Oh, maybe.
Yeah,
I mean, that
yeah.
one we tried
there
with
was a few guys.
Overthrown.
Yeah.
A few guys played it in the Discord and they seem to enjoy it.
Yeah.
And it's coming or came to consoles. There's something about consoles recently.
I don't know if it's out on consoles yet because it's still in early access. Obviously, it's hit or miss
Coming
whether
then,
they're
I
on,
guess.
But,
Yeah. I don't think it's on console yet.
yeah.
But speaking of, Age of Empires 4 is coming to console.
I thought it already was. was
2, the remake of 2,
Okay.
but not.
Well, that's you sorted.
Well, that may have laid
Oh,
the
yeah.
groundwork for 4 to do it.
True.
Yeah,
True.
definitely. And it's coming to PS5.
Cool.
Because it is a Microsoft.
Yeah,
Let's just
that's
hope it's not
happening.
cross-play with PC players because we'll get
Oh,
annihilated.
God, yeah.
True. That's
Macros.
happening a lot.
Kingdom Come Deliverance 2 is getting some DLC. I think it's
Hmm.
called Legacy of the Forge or
Game.
something.
Yeah, I think it doesn't.
game.
I don't know if it's a full story DLC or if it's just like extra.
I think,
side stuff.
So I
you can
think
do.
you basically get a
Forge.
a forge, and you get a house to get out as well. 9th of September it's coming out, so very soon.
Why is it in all these fantasy worlds, one of the DLCs is you get a house?
I know.
Yeah, I know what you mean. To put all the stuff you played in the main
Yeah,
game.
well, yeah, I guess.
Because reality, that is the fantasy, right? Nowadays, own a house.
Own a house with a forge.
Very true. Speaking of DLCs, Cult of the Lamb, which I can't believe it's still going, is getting a DLC called Wool Haven. Looks more Cult of the Lamb.
Yeah.
Looks pretty good. Even more DLCs, I suppose. World of Warcraft is getting a new expansion.
Yeah, I think they laid the groundwork for like a triple expansion. I think this is the second in the 3.
Yeah, it's called Midnight.
Trilogy. Yeah. Cool CGI trailer.
Oh, fantastic trailer. Just not going to play the game.
Yeah. No AI by the looks of it.
Yeah, there you go.
What are they called?
We mentioned it last time, didn't we?
What are they called? They're League of Legends people.
Yeah.
Right, okay.
Riot Games.
Riot Games.
There we go. Take note, Riot Games, for that point we were making before.
Rewind, listen to it again.
That's going to get cut, you know that, right?
No, leave it in.
Ghost of Yotei is obviously coming out very soon.
And it's getting a DLC.
It's getting the Legends mode that they brought out for Tsushima.
Yeah.
Basically said it's coming out next year. I really like the Legends mode, but I didn't really got to play it with anybody.
It came out a bit too late, and it was a bit of a shadow drop last time. So I'm glad they're announcing it.
The multiplayer
mode.
I'm glad they're announcing it now, so that I'll get to it then.
Yeah, so looking forward to that. That's cool. Cool that they've announced it.
There's been a bunch more gameplay since Gamescom as well of just Yotei, of some of the different weapons and stuff. I saw there was one the other day with the guns.
Okay, nice. Yeah, because they haven't really shown a lot of things.
Cool.
Resident Evil Requiem.
Yeah.
Oogie.
That's a spooky game.
A very story.
Yeah, there's another persistent enemy.
Is that the black
shut up, you loved it.
Or in the original trailer?
What's that, sorry, Joe?
Is that the black goo thing that was from the ceiling in the original trailer?
It was because that was a shadow. But it's that thing, but it's just in shadow. It's not goo, it's just like a really big, ugly woman thing.
Bit of a mix between the ogres and a woman.
Yeah.
I see.
Yeah, I'm wondering whether it's Lisa Trevor from, is it the first one?
Yeah, I've heard that too.
Yeah, or it's Grace's mum. That's
Grace's mum.
No, she doesn't. No, she doesn't.
She started going off.
The AI of it looks pretty good. It starts learning on what you're doing, apparently. So, like, if you keep going to the same lit room, it's scared of light. So it sort of hisses and melts and backs away from it. So if you keep going to the same lit room, it'll go through the ceiling and smash the light out. Things like that. Oh, it looks good.
I'm scared already.
And then finally, it all ended on Black Myth Zong Q? I don't
Fantastic.
know. Like Zongquay?
Zongquay, yeah, that makes more sense.
Zong Q.
There you go. They didn't say it in the trailer, goddammit.
So that was the one more thing. Now, there was nothing. It was a CG trailer, and this is what we're working on now.
Is this in a 10 years from now scenario?
Well, I don't know if you guys remember when Black Myth was originally shown, but it was about like 5 years before the game came out. And it was just like a really awesome looking gameplay trailer. And then it'd be about a year later, and there'd be another one. And a year later, there was another one. So they
have said it's still a way off. Yeah. I think they've come out in.
But they have copyrighted like 8 Black Myth titles.
Oh, wow.
So obviously they're trying to franchise it. Whether they're all games, I don't know. But this guy's like a soul hunter or a demon hunter or something like that.
Yeah, I don't know the mythology that well on this guy, but
could be quite
looks cool.
Yeah, definitely.
It's basically a sequel to the last one.
Yeah, it's a sequel, but not like a direct sequel. Yeah.
So very cool.
Yeah, so I thought Gamescom the opening night live was pretty cool. It wasn't like the best show I've ever seen.
No.
It was quite long. There was a lot shown.
A lot more than I thought.
Yeah. What do you guys think?
Resident!
Yeah, you're happy. You're happy, Joe?
I'm happy with Denture Attack. That's what I took off.
Me too.
Bus game.
That was in the pre-show.
It's just for me, there was a lot of games shown that are coming out soon, which I liked.
Yes.
And there was release dates for a lot of games. So coming off the back of it, I'm like, okay, I know these games are coming out soon. They're on Game Pass or they're not or whatever. I can sort of plan what I'm going to be playing over the next few months. So I like that.
No, I agree. It was like there was a lot of games shown. It wasn't the best thing I've seen, but
what I like about
some
games,
very cool and interesting game show.
There's been a lot of hands-on afterwards. So a lot of these games we see trailers for, but then we can find our favorite YouTubers playing them later. That Valar Mortis game, the Ghost Runner one. And there's a bunch more previews, I believe, coming out. Sometimes they're just under NDA for a few weeks, and then more previews will come out. Loads of people got hands-on with the ROG Ally, which was exciting to see. So, yeah. So I think it's been pretty cool.
Very cool. Very cool.
All right. So that's our Gamescom section sorted. Shall we move on to the socials?
Yeah.
So if you're listening to us, thank you very much. You can find us on this podcast platform, but any other podcast platform. We're also on all the social medias, Facebook, X, Blue Sky, but mainly we're on the Discord. We've got a few channels in the Discord going. There's always some sort of conversation going on. We've got the music, not quiz. What's it called?
Music competition.
There we go. Got music competition going on every week. And it's just a good time. People ask us questions in there, which we usually try and include in the show. You can also email us any questions or just feedback or anything. We're always open to that.
What's our email?
Our email is gaminggarnish@gmail.com. Thanks for reminding me.
No worries.
So with that, we have an extra special segment today because we're doing our very first Garnish interview.
The special guest.
Today, we are. Today we're joined by Leon from First Impact, who's an indie dev in the scene. Let's kick things off. Let's introduce yourself and tell us the sort of games you've worked on and what sort of roles.
Hello, I'm Leon. In the past, I've worked at Codemasters in the Formula One series.
Awesome.
I've been a game designer, sort of freelance. I've been running a company for called First Impact Games for about 7 years now, and I am just getting back into freelance production right now.
Awesome. So your First Impact games, and were you running them at the same time as working at Codemasters as like something on the side, or has it always been quite separate from the two?
No, Codemasters, in all fairness, that was an internship. I was very, very lucky to get that, actually. And
that's like the dream.
Well, I suppose for some people, it depends whether you're into Formula One.
True. Yeah. And are you?
Now I've watched Drive to Survive, yes.
Yeah. At the time, it was just the games.
Back then, not really. It was, I was just getting out of college, and I've just done my course, and I was just going for anywhere that would take me.
Yeah.
And Codemasters was all like, we'll have you. And it was like, great. So did that for a half a year, and it was really cool to like go into a studio like that.
Yeah.
Especially when I was so fresh to the scene as well.
No, I can imagine.
Almost overwhelming.
I bet it was a dream come true almost seeing all this, seeing how the sausage gets made.
Oh, very much so, yeah. Even though I wasn't really interested in the sausage being made.
this particular sausage anyway.
Yeah, it didn't matter. It was like, you've been playing football and Manchester United's called.
Yeah, woo.
Yeah.
Right, awesome. How many people have I offended with that comment?
Oh, yeah, we all hate football.
We all hate football, so it's actually...
great. Okay, cool.
Yeah. But yeah, no, exactly. I bet it was like a proper awesome experience.
They actually make one of my favourite racing games, Codemasters. The original Grid was like the most polished racing game in the world, yeah.
Nice.
I didn't know.
Especially the menus. They were the perfect
They were pretty
menus.
cool menus.
Yeah.
So how does it work in a company like Codemasters? Because as you say, so you were working on the Formula One, and then they do other games like Grid. I think they do a bunch of other racing games. I think have they been enveloped into like EA's DICE and all that business? Aren't they doing a lot of the vehicle work in games like Battlefield now?
I've not heard anything about them working as a contractor studio.
Yeah.
But I think they have indeed at least got a sizable share sold to EA. And I think they only do Formula One now. Whereas you're right, they used to do a lot of different games, and maybe you could say it's just that they were finding themselves.
Yeah, of course. So were they all developed from the same studio, or were they all different studios, and the place that you were at was just Formula One, or was it they did different stuff in that studio, but you were just on Formula One?
So when I was there, they had 2 studios. So one was down south and one was in Birmingham. I went to the one in Birmingham.
Okay.
In there, they also had a mobile games team. So it was quite mixed. But it was all on the same floor. So you start walking round the entire floor of this tower to themselves.
Yeah.
Wow.
Cool. And then how have you found that experience and moving on to obviously building your own team, building your own company at First Impact Games? How have you found that experience?
Well, from all the experiences that I got from Codemasters was completely non-applicable to the indie scene.
Oh, wow.
Obviously, yeah.
Is that just in terms of like software, or is it just the whole development cycle is different, or you've got to use different techniques for coding, or is it all in-house stuff at Codemasters?
Well, okay, so the main thing, the biggest difference is that you go to a big studio and you will have one guy there whose entire job is to make sure that your character models have got nice haircuts.
Oh, wow.
And that is all they do day after day, year after year, until they quit and go somewhere else.
To be fair, I mean, I always think back to the Batman Arkham games, and there was one guy in the cape, wasn't there, back then?
Yeah, but at least the cape was quite special.
So is your hairline.
In the industry I work in engineering, I think it's very similar. You go to smaller companies and like less people have responsibility over more things, but you go to bigger and bigger companies and you do have one person who literally just focuses on that one narrow thing. So it sounds like it's the same in gaming. You have that one person who focuses on the hairline and then one person who focuses on the person's
Well, then imagine indies.
I don't know.
Well, you can tell us yourself, obviously, but I imagine indies very much the opposite.
You got to do everything.
So I think some people, especially when they're sort of just getting into making their first game, when they come to a bit of money or they've just come across the right set of friends who've got the right skills. But a lot of them go, right, I want one guy who can do it all.
Yes.
And I think that is a bit of a mistake. I mean, you can get somebody who can do 3D modeling and can also rig a skeleton to that 3D model. But that doesn't mean he's going to be a good animator, even if he says he can do it.
Yeah.
And it is exceedingly rare to find a programmer that can do anything artistic, and vice versa. So, whilst it's way more specialized in big studios, I wouldn't say that indie is necessarily that generalist either, or at least it shouldn't be.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because you often hear these stories of one-man dev teams who've built this whole game, and I imagine that's so few and far between.
Oh, like Stardew Valley or Undertale.
Yeah, but even like some... Say that again, sorry, Leon.
I was going to say Manor Lords.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that took him, 10 years to make?
Wow.
Something ridiculous like that. You almost think, like, if he just spent a bit of money and got some other people to take on some of the work, he could have done it in half the time.
Yeah.
It would have been way more worth it.
Do you think that'll get better with the introduction of things like Unreal Engine 5? Because that's obviously allowing developers sort of access to, I suppose, the marketplace, but then even beyond that, the ability to create higher quality like character models without necessarily needing, you've got all your meta-human stuff. You don't necessarily need the one guy who's in charge of hair, because meta-human will kind of do all that for you. Do you think that'll be positive for the indie scene, or do you think it can be potentially more restrictive because every game's an Unreal Engine 5 game these days?
It's as good as it is bad. So MetaHuman sounds good, and so does Lumen, and all these nanites, all these sound fantastic.
Buzzwords. Until
you put them in your game and you realize it tanks your performance.
Yes.
Right.
That's what I was thinking, yeah.
Everything goes down, and then suddenly you got to make this decision whether to carry on with these fantastic assets or start over or spend money trying to get them to work in a performance okay way.
Yeah.
Lots of decisions to make. I mean, on the outside, game making has never been easier.
Yeah.
But that also introduces asset flips.
Yes, I've seen a lot of those.
Yeah.
Yes, absolutely. In fact, I put out a game and I swear somebody's copied it.
Oh no. Well, while you mention your game, tell us about your game.
Okay, so the development cycle's ended, but it's called Pub Sim.
Cool.
And you start off with, it's a rags to riches story. You start off with like a really rundown shack, really, and then you work your way up to doing better.
Yeah.
And then you can also buy other properties in the same town, and then you can sort of build an empire from it.
Awesome.
I staff do the jobs for you, and I was really pleased with it. In fact, it took me 1 month and 2 weeks to get it from concept to Steam. And I was very
That's
pleased
really
with
impressive.
That's really good going.
And did you do that all by yourself, or did you have people that you hired? No.
No.
You hired
I
people
can't do that.
If you'd done it by yourself, how long do you think it would have taken?
Oh, well, the fact that I can't code, it would have taken me an entire coding course and many years, honestly.
It's never as simple as people make it out to be, is it?
I was wondering this. Do you have to be able to code to make a game, or are there not tools that do the coding and you just put in the, like, say you want the character to move to a certain location, you don't have to code that in, do you? You could
these days, Joe, is ChatGPT, and it's
like animation.
A bit of vibe coding, yeah, man.
Yeah.
Okay, so for Unreal Engine, they've tried to make it easier by introducing something called blueprints, which is visual code.
Yeah.
So they will give you a node, and it will be like an event begin play, which is essentially coding terms for, well, not going to get into it, but C++ would make that a lot longer.
Yes.
Yeah.
Event begin play, and then you may go on to do a function, and it's all there for you to click and place. But you still need to know what to place in which order.
Yeah.
And therefore you do need coding knowledge. And then you can get good at C++, and then you move over to blueprints, and then it is, again, alien because you're just used to typing lines. And now you have to go from what they're offering.
Yeah,
different. I mean, they will give you stuff straight off the bat. They'll give you a template, for instance. If you're going to make a game that's first person, you can take their first person template, which means you don't need to code the locomotion. If you press W, it will go forward. You move your mouse, it will look around. So in that aspect, that's good. But if you want to go any further than that, you need to know what you're doing.
Yeah, are you going to really make compelling gameplay as well, I suppose?
You're all just going to do the same otherwise.
Yeah.
That's a whole different kettle of fish. Compelling gameplay, I mean...
Yeah.
You think, okay, so you got a coder, he can make his own games now, but how many solo coders have really done well at making their own games? I can think of Minecraft.
Yeah.
But again, it's that art style. The coder, are they necessarily going to be artistic? Minecraft didn't need to be necessarily.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So, do you think this is why a lot of studios are adopting the Unreal 5 approach? Because if everyone across the industry, for example, use Unreal 5, it's easier to then develop talent and get talent because everyone knows those systems. Whereas if you worked on an Unreal 5 game and then moved over to, I was going to say Halo, but they move into Unreal, but say Naughty Dog, and then you're going to use their engine or Rockstar, and you're going to start using the Rage engine, it's going to be completely different. It's going to be really hard. You're going to almost have to start again by the sounds of it in coding. Do you think that's why a lot of teams are just moving to Unreal Engine 5?
I don't think so, actually.
No?
I think these studios will have no problem training the people to use their engines.
Yeah.
I mean, the engines are not too different going apart. They all function sort of similarly.
Yeah.
And in some ways, it's preferable to use your own engine because the people who made it are in your house. You're not having to call up Epic Games and go, please can you fix your issues
That's a
for
very
us?
good point. Yeah.
True. Yeah.
But it is also very, very expensive to make your own engine. And Epic's giving it out for free along with all their cool tech. So
Yeah.
that is the tricky part of it.
Yeah.
Like, which one should you go for? But it appears most people are just going, do it for us, and we'll take it from there. And I don't think it's much of a talent thing.
So are you working on a new game now?
I am working freelance as a producer, so there's a few games that I'm working on, not mine though.
Yeah. And can you give us a tease of any of them, or is it all hush hush?
Well, there's one chat. I haven't signed an NDA with one, but I will, just out of fairness, I'll keep it.
That's
close
fine.
to the chest.
Yeah.
You could just say what type of games they are.
Yeah, it's an arena game with great inspiration from like Avatar: The Last Airbender.
Oh, cool.
So choose your elements and fight for dominance, a bit like Super Smash Bros.
Oh,
yeah.
Standing.
When can we buy
it? But,
cool.
I've only just got into that, and the chap who's working on it is a coder himself, and he's he's already done loads of the legwork, and then he's gone, right, I'd really like a producer to come in because I've got all these thoughts inside my head and I've not written them down anywhere.
Okay.
Like, okay, cool. Yeah. Right, well, let's get started then. Where's your game design document? I haven't got one.
Yeah.
Right, where's your task list? I don't have one of those either. So it's like, okay, we're going to need a lot of meetings to get all this on paper.
Really indie. That sounds of it. Yeah. Oh, nice.
Nice. Well, we had a few questions written down, but I feel like we've been flying through questions before.
Oh, yeah.
So I'll ask our first big question. We're very much outsiders looking in doing the podcast. We enjoy games, but we know nothing about making them. Well, maybe a little bit, but as you probably already know from the first 10 minutes of this. But what's it actually like working in the gaming industry in the UK?
Yeah.
It's a funny old thing.
Yeah.
The world's becoming more remote friendly,
Mm-hmm.
which is great. And plus, some would say that the UK is the centre of business, since on the left of us we've got America, and on the right of us we've got Europe, which places us in a very good position where we can accept jobs from both sides, whereas somebody who's in Europe couldn't go for one that's in America, for instance.
Yeah.
So on that, it's quite lucky to be in the UK.
Cool. I never thought of that.
There's quite a few places in Guildford, and Brighton has recently had like a game dev conference. There's Leamington Spa, and they call that the Silicon Valley of England, and you can see why there are so many places there. Manchester's thriving for gaming scene.
Yeah.
That's the media central, isn't it, of the UK, Manchester?
Yes, exactly. So America has got a lot of opportunities there, but you'd be surprised in the UK how many are going on here.
Yeah, and a lot of them in the UK, are they like a lot of support studios, or are a lot of them their own studios in their own right?
A bit of both.
Yeah.
So, just off the top of my head, so the most crowd-funded game on Earth is in Manchester.
Oh, Citizen.
It is.
Citizen, yes.
Wow,
That's based in Manchester. I didn't know that.
Yeah.
I thought it was an American thing.
I assumed it was, to be honest.
No, I only know it's in Manchester because I know somebody whose brother used to work there.
Cool.
But
Did he say when it'd be finished?
No.
I love that game though, so I can't match it. I love it too much.
Yeah. I can't say I've ever actually played it, to be honest. I've always just been on the outside looking in, thinking that sounds really cool when it comes out.
Well, I mean, a lot of people say about it like, it's one of these games where you have to pay thousands of pounds to have a good time on it, but you don't. I've only ever paid £45 for the entry fee, which is a reasonable ask.
It's the cost of a game. It's cheaper than most games.
Yeah. And then I've played it from there and I've had a fantastic time. So
fair enough.
I think it's just the fact that every so often you'll see buy a fleet pack for £48,000, which is of course ridiculous for the people like you and I. But
it's for the
it works for
whales.
someone.
Yeah, it's for the whales, isn't it?
Yes. Other than that, I mean, there is Steel City Interactive in Sheffield. There's plenty of Epic Games places here in the UK. The people who made Age of Empires is in the UK.
Did not know that.
It piques Jake's interest.
That has piqued my interest.
I know you've got Traveller's Tales.
Traveller's Tales in Knutsford, I think.
Yeah.
TT Games, that's quite close to where at least me and Jake are based.
Yeah.
And if I knew your name, then I'd say you too. I don't know where the rest of you are.
And then you obviously got Rockstar in the north. In Scotland. No, it's in Scotland.
Oh, right, yeah.
Yeah, I can't remember where, but I think it's
Edinburgh, I believe.
In Edinburgh, yeah. So, one of, if not the biggest.
Yeah, very true. Very true.
Cool. Very exciting.
So there's loads in the UK. It's not at all support studios. I mean, there are the fair share. But honestly, you'd think most opportunities would be in America. But it's not necessarily true.
Oh, that's cool.
Doesn't Ben ask a question?
Yeah.
Yeah, because now you can, well done. Yeah, great. Yeah, I'm ready. Yeah, thanks, Joe.
You can't remember your own question now, can you?
So, in my past, I've done a little bit of chefing, a little bit of chocolate work. And what I found was I got a little sick of cooking at home and eating chocolate all day. Do you get annoyed at, I don't know how to put it, do you...
Question was, do you like to make games that you like to play, wasn't it? Or do you like, would you rather make games not for yourself? I think that's what you were getting at with the question, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was much cleaner for you to ask it.
I'm just amazed that you said chocolatier. Were you the guy in the Lindt advert with the hat on and you're making all the chocolate?
The golden whisk.
We made proper chocolate. From no flour.
Yorkies.
So is the question, my hobby of playing games, has that diminished as I've been working in the games industry, or is it different to that?
Yeah. Do you find it's more of the same? I've been coding all day now. I don't really want to play the genre that I like. Say,
yeah, because you've seen behind the veil as it taken like the magic away from games,
or the opposite, as it made it more exciting because you're playing these games and you're thinking, I know how this is made, or
like to see the end result.
Yeah, or I'd like to know how this is made.
Well, first of all, I will say that I'm not a coder. I can't code. Not very well, anyway. And I'm not an animator. I'm not a 3D modeler. Which many people would then go, what do you actually do then?
Well, producing is like one of the biggest parts, isn't it?
I don't know. I mean, I'd say project management or the financer is probably one of the biggest. But yeah, just the role of the producer is basically to give eyes to the project manager. Is that when they look at the task list that the producer's made, they can go exactly how far they are through the list and how close they are to the end, how much money's been spent, all that. It just gives them eyes and ears on what's actually going on.
Yeah.
But the question about have I become more bored with games over the years and so forth? And I really haven't. No, I still... Cool. It's fantastic. I will say, my first taste of it was sort of Halo 3 Forge mode, if any of you...
what a time to be alive.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I was playing Forge mode more than I was playing any other mode in that game. I was well into it. I was hooked. Yeah. And I was always making custom modes and then invite friends in. We all play that. Brilliant. Do that day after day after day. Then Far Cry 2 came out with an even better map editor.
Oh, I forgot all about that. Yeah.
That was the reason I got the game. Was for that. Played that, and I'd make maps all day. And then I got into the game industry, and I can't stand map editors anymore.
Are you going to love Battlefield 6 then?
I was going to say a Portal, Battlefield, but apparently not.
No. I mean,
that's interesting.
For instance, like Planet Zoo or Planet Coaster, like that game isn't a game to me. They've literally handed you the developer's tools. pretty much. Aside from the coding, they've given you everything, and that's just not fun to me.
Yeah,
I look at that, and I'm looking at my Unreal Engine viewport.
Yeah,
it's crazy.
I get that. I mean, it's quite different because of the industry I work in. But I used to, when I was in high school, I downloaded Blender, and I loved spending time in Blender. I was making all the weapons from the games I loved playing. And I was always like, I want to be a 3D modeler in the games industry. Anyway, my career path took a harsh turn right, and I went down engineering instead. But day in, day out, I do 3D modeling in engineering, in Inventor. It's a very different package. But I spend my days 3D modeling, and I love doing that. But now I'm like, I don't want to go home and go on Blender now, because that feels like work.
Yeah,
definitely.
You know?
But I don't pick up a game and then think about work. I can very much enjoy something and even have a greater appreciation for what's gone into it.
That's really good.
Good. Yeah, that's really cool. And would you find yourself gravitating towards making the games that you do like to play, or would you rather make games that you don't typically play to try and keep the two separate?
I mean, I think if you're going to get the best out of someone, you'd want somebody who enjoys what they're making.
Yeah.
So for some, I would far prefer to be working on something that I would like to end up playing.
Yeah.
Because
that
it's something
makes
I can get excited about. It's something that I'll finish up for the day, and I'll still be thinking about come bedtime, going, "Oh, wouldn't that be cool if we did this?"
Yeah, because you know what is good. You know what a fan of that
drive.
game would like. Yeah.
And those are the kind of games you've played more of because you enjoy them. So you know what makes a good one.
Yeah. You know what you normally complain about when you're playing a bad one.
Yeah.
So,
yeah. But then it's not always easy to tell what makes a game good and what makes a game bad. I mean, so I tried making a game that was similar to, Chivalry, Mordhau.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so took that concept of medieval slasher, brought it up to modern day, so it was police versus rioters. It's always a hot topic, nice
it's very political.
Yeah.
And we do side-by-sides of Mordhau and our game, and it was almost identical, but it was missing something.
Yeah.
And it took us so long to figure out what the problems were. And by then, you'd sort of burnt through so much of the timeline that it's becoming less and less feasible.
I remember watching an interview with Corey Barlog once with God of War 2018, and he was saying they couldn't get the axe to feel right. And he said it turned out all they had to do was add like a split-second delay from when you hit the axe. It'll pause a minute or pause for a split second in the enemy and then carry on. And
that's called hit stop.
Yeah, it created that effect of like pulling the axe through, and that's all it took to make it feel like incredible, like we all know it does. And it's amazing, those little things make all the difference.
Yeah, it's something like that. That's something that's been used in sort of, I'm going to say, Japanese fighting games.
Yeah,
I might be getting it wrong.
With Monster Hunter
and Street Fighter.
Yeah.
People were complaining during the beta that it didn't have enough of that because it said, the weapons feel too light. Then in the main game, they added it back in. Everyone was like, "Yay, you fixed it!"
And also, like, very, very subtle screen shakes can add so much. And if you take it away, everything feels soft and fluffy, and you go, "This is right." You want it to be weighty and crunchy, but when you just say to somebody, "I want this to be weighty and crunchy," what does that mean? You can add in these hit stops and you can add in these screen shakes, and it'll still not feel right. And it is just, it can be a really tough process. You know what right looks like, but you can't always describe it.
Yeah, and you know what it feels like, but you can't always get it there. No, it's interesting. Well, Joe, you had a question, I think.
I do. What are some of the challenges you faced during game development? Like, what's the biggest thing you've had to surmount to be able to get the game out?
Oh, well, probably my first game is going to be the biggest challenge. So I've been doing my college course. I've done my uni. I've done a bit of Codemasters. I've done some freelance, and it's like, right, I'm gonna go into this and make my own game. But when you go into making your own game, you go from sticking to your lane to having to go into every lane.
Yeah.
Yes.
And I remember the first real big test was I hired an animator to make things look nice, and he was going to make a skeleton as well for the 3D model we got. And this is what I'm talking about an animator that can do it all is not necessarily good at it all.
Yeah.
He asked me, "Do you want a custom skeleton or do you want a default skeleton?" And I'm sat there and I haven't got a clue. I've got no idea. What's the cost difference? Oh, it's about the same, sir.
Yeah.
Well, custom sounds good.
Yeah. That's what I would say. Yeah, why not?
It sounds like more work, and yeah, great. Okay, let's go for the custom one. That was the wrong answer. I was very much the wrong answer because we touched on Unreal Engine before. So this was Unreal Engine 4 at the time. You have access to lots of different packs on there that other creators have made.
Mm-hmm.
And you can get access to animation packs that other people have made. But they're all made for a specific skeleton. The Unreal Engine 4 skeleton. The default one.
Yeah.
Suddenly we were locked out of the entire library that Epic Games had lovingly provided for us because I didn't know the answer. Now I've got to spend more money retracting my mistake before we go down this rabbit hole. I mean, it was, I don't know, do you hold on to your ego and just keep brushing through, or do you just admit your mistake now? Go, that was a waste of money. I've learned from that.
Well, I guess if it extends the game development time, you'd be spending that money anyway, even if you had to redo the skeleton. So if you didn't, you'd be like pushing the game back. I don't know how long it takes to animate a custom skeleton. But say if it added like an extra 6 months on, that's an extra 6 months you've got to pay an animator to do it.
Okay, so in this case, it was a few days.
Oh,
okay, but still.
To get it right.
Yeah.
But it was just one of those things where you go, that was silly. That was something that is an obvious mistake. And these things happened all the time.
Yeah.
Never make the same mistake twice, though.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Especially if it costs you money.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's all I had to keep telling myself by the end of this game. I've sat here with this spaghetti code, and it's every time you fix something, 3 things break. But it was mine, and I was very proud of it. And I knew exactly what went wrong with it. So going into my next project, it was like clean slate, and it went so much better.
Yeah,
it was so much nicer.
Oh, good.
So is the second game Pub Sim then, not the first game?
No, the second game was the Riot game.
Oh, right, okay.
Yeah.
But that had its own problems. Like, I'm not going to tell you that I've released any bangers.
Fair enough.
But
only time will tell.
It only takes one.
I suppose so. Yeah.
Oh, so I think that's most of the questions, isn't it? That we've got written down.
There was one more, I think, that we have.
Oh.
What's some insights that you wish the general gamer would or should know?
Yeah, okay. One insight would be something sounds simple, but often they're not.
Yeah.
So some people may go, this door is broken on a game, for instance. This door doesn't always open when I walk up to it, and it's broken, and this is a really easy fix because I've been playing this game for a while and I know how it's made, and it's just a door.
Yeah. It's just a door, bro.
Just a door.
Open them all the time in real life.
Yeah. How hard could it be?
And then, I don't know, anything could be going on behind the scenes, and this just a door can be reliant on some collision setting that isn't quite built properly. So now they have to refactor the collision to specifically work for this door, but they're going to be refactoring doors anyway down the line. So we're going to get all these doors to be unified under the same code. So there's no point fixing the door right now. And this door suddenly takes 9 months for it to be fixed. Which sounds completely ridiculous, but it makes sense to the people working on the inside because they know it's it's not about simply fixing something. It's about making sure that nothing else breaks the same way again.
Yes,
Yeah.
it's about doing it smartly.
You could fix the door, but then the floor might fall.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Or it's fixing that door, but it doesn't matter because all the doors have the same problem.
Yeah. See what you mean.
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
I think I could literally talk to you all day about game dev because there is so much that I want to know, but I think we're going to have to wrap it at some point. So I want to know, before we shoot off, what are you playing?
Yeah.
Okay. I am playing Dawn of War Definitive Edition right now.
Oh,
nice.
Oh, nice. Because the fourth one's coming out.
I'm worried about that.
Oh, go on.
I am an RTS player. Always have been.
Mm-hmm.
I am worried about Dawn of War 4. I don't know. I mean, I've got a list of things that I like to see in RTS games, and I've got a list of things that I hate to see in RTS games. And we've just seen a few previews there, and I'm not overly confident in it, but you know what? I'll wait and see.
You never know. Did you like Dawn of War 3? Or did that have a lot of issues? No.
No.
I know that was a bit divisive when that came out.
Very. Didn't like Dawn of War 2?
No, it's just the first one.
Just the first.
Just the first
What is it the first one does right? So if they do hear this, they can make the fourth one, or the fifth one even better.
Right. What did they do right? Even though the camera was super close, I think that actually helped the feel of the combat. So when it's super far back, you don't get to see the detail of what's going on, but this is all about the troops, really. It's like one big skirmish, but not Dawn of War 2 scale, where you've just got sort of 4 men knocking about.
Okay, I see what you mean.
They struck the balance so nicely. The base building was great. The 7 armies was brilliant. Fantastic. I mean, the things I don't like about it, I don't like the population cap. In fact, I hate it.
It's too low.
Yeah, in the first one.
Yeah, I don't like the capture point economy. I didn't like the fact that you had to capture a relic to unlock like the epic units. But they did everything else so well that it didn't seem to matter so much.
Yeah, and that is also lore accurate.
Yeah.
True.
It sounds like you should make an RTS.
Yeah.
I've tried telling people this, but they won't have me.
It's quite hard. I imagine it's quite a niche, isn't it, RTSs? Because we've got a few fans here.
Yeah, I mean, I loved Age of Empires back in the day.
But not like a huge...
I can't say I'm good at it. I'm not going to lie.
It's better than me.
Maybe finish the story and that's about it. But go online, get absolutely trashed. But there's not that many of them now.
That is... Sorry.
No, it's fine. Just saying there's not that many of them now and it's a shame, basically.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, that is what we talk about when we talk about RTS. It's like, that one was great 10 years ago.
Yeah.
And then you get the ones these days. And it's like... I mean, I'm gonna get into this too much.
It's fine. Go.
Mistakes they all seem to make, and I'm not saying that I'm the master and I would solve all the problems, but it's just like you have a list of them, and then of like these problems, and they have to pick 2 of them at least. I'm gonna say, Command and Conquer 3 nailed it.
You're a fan of Command and Conquer, aren't you, Ben? To be fair.
Oh yes, Red Alert Retaliation was my favourite.
Ooh, Retaliation.
Yeah, loved it.
Pick.
Never stopped.
I haven't heard of that.
Red Alert Retaliation. It was an extension of Red Alert.
Ah, I see. Yeah.
So it was slightly different.
Oh, okay.
New game list.
Yeah, maybe let's go in further back.
Old school fun.
Yeah.
Oh, Ben's the old one in the group.
Oh yeah. PlayStation 1 era.
I mean, I was on the PlayStation 1. I don't remember Red Alert, the original, I suppose. But yeah, Command and Conquer 3 got the formula right. Things like, okay, I cannot stand when an RTS game has multiple resources that you have to collect on the field. Why can't it just be one? Why have we got to...
You must hate Age of Empires then.
Yeah, so, there's always 4...
Like 4 resources. Yeah.
Or...
Yeah, what you got? Your wood, your stone, your gold, and your food. Yeah.
Oh man, So,
I mean, it's definitely worse in other games.
I want to point my gun and shoot it, okay? So all I want to do in my
Get Halo Wars. There you go.
Yeah.
I can get behind one resource you have to collect out in the field. Like, let's say, Red Alert 2, they have to go out for gold and gems. Like, they both serve the same purpose. And then one resource that you can make at home, power.
I see, yeah.
Like a mineable resource.
Yeah, just one mineable resource. But then you get things like, act of aggression. I was so excited about that. And then they have, money. And they also have oil they have to collect, as well as power. And then, I think it was that anyway. But these oil places were always in the middle of the maps. So whoever got them had access to all the best stuff. And it was just a snowball effect every time.
You got steamrolled.
I think that's a problem across gaming in general, where I think a lot of teams don't know how they want to differentiate themselves. So they just put stuff in. Just put more stuff.
The gimmick.
Yeah, and there's a gimmick, and then there's multiple gimmicks. And it's just, sometimes it's better to just strip it back, nail the basics, and then do your one thing that makes you different. But you don't need all this other stuff to overcomplicate it. No.
Absolutely. You don't want a super competitive, like a complex game that's trying to be the next StarCraft 2. Because
that's got its fans. Their fans will never leave StarCraft 2.
Absolutely. Why go off and learn and master a new game that plays like your game when you could just stick to the one that you're already good at?
Yes.
Yeah.
Exactly.
That's true.
You've already got hundreds of thousands of hours in.
Yeah, certainly.
Yeah.
So it's just stuff like that. And PopCap is always a problem. I mean, I was speaking to one of the lead developers of Tempest Rising at one point, and I asked him, why do you put in PopCap?
Yeah.
And he was like, wasn't our choice.
Oh.
We had to put in PopCap because one of the terms of our publishers said that this game can never crash or lag.
So they didn't want it to get to the point. Yeah, because sometimes I'm thinking of like not so much RTSs, but like you mentioned before, the Planet Coaster type games, and they can get to a point where they're so overpopulated, they lag. But you almost feel a sense of accomplishment because you put so much in it.
Yeah,
you broke the game.
You've built your army so large in these cases that you've broke the game and it lags. And I think a lot of people like that. They almost like to feel like you've broke the game.
I've made so much.
Yeah,
that I'm breaking the game. Yeah,
the only game I managed to do that in an RTS was Dune 2000 for Windows 98.
Ooh.
Wow.
What, Dune 2000 or Emperor?
No, I think it was just called Dune 2000, where your spice miner looks like an armadillo shaped thing with 6 wheels.
No,
fair enough. That is a callback.
Yeah, that was like the first PC game I ever played was that.
Wow.
Yeah.
I think it came free with a newspaper.
Well, with that, I think maybe we should wrap up. What do you guys think?
Yeah, I agree. We've just got one question.
We've got one last question before you go, though. The most important question of this whole interview. What's your favourite garnish?
What?
What's your favourite garnish?
Put on a
garnish.
It's not a thinker, you've just got to go.
Fries.
Fries isn't a garnish.
You put them on top of the burger?
To be fair, I said cheese.
Jake's cheese 2 years ago, and I've not let him forget it.
I'm sorry. When I watch Hell's Kitchen, Mr. Ramsay, Chef Ramsay refers to his fries as the garnish.
There you go.
Okay, you can have a garnish of fries.
They are a vegetable that finish off the dish.
Okay. I suppose if you put the chips on top.
Yeah.
Okay, we'll
Stack
give it
them neatly.
Yeah, you can have fries.
First interviewee perks, you can have fries as your favourite garnish. Right, well, it's been a pleasure, Leon. Thank you for your time.
Yeah, thank you.
It's been really insightful. I've really enjoyed this.
Yeah.
You'll be forever our first. So
cool.
First impact, eh?
Yeah.
Hey.
Exactly.
There you go.
So all the best in everything you do in the future, and we look forward to seeing what you do.
Yeah, definitely.
Thank you very much.
Yeah.
Probably have you on again at some point.
Yeah, definitely.
It was lovely, yeah.
So with that, it's been a very cool episode, hasn't it? It's been a long one, but we've got some really interesting segments. I'm looking forward to everyone hearing this. But for now, we've been Gaming Garnish.
See you next time.
See you next time.
See you soon.
Bye.
See you later.